there. Everything's a problem. There was rats. You guys were complaining to Casey Jin about the rats, saying just like, you let the rats in. He's just like, we don't have enough people to keep the rats out. And I didn't think the rats were a problem, but the rats are a problem. I didn't think the rats were going to be a problem, but they're a problem. Everything else is a problem. You guys tripped him. No, you guys tipped his hat. He fell over. Yes. And then Mixo took his hat, put it on Gromit, and then he obtained a gun off a dead guy. That's right. We're going with it. We're going with it.
Who got the gun again?
Casey.
The mayor.
The mayor got a gun, but lost a hat.
The mayor stole a gun from a dead man's corpse.
It's not stealing if he's dead.
It's absolutely stealing.
It is absolutely still stealing.
Hands upon.
Look, if he wasn't the one who dealt the killing blow, that's not looting. That's just stealing. It's just outright theft.
No, I mean it's stealing either way. Let's be honest. It's stealing.
He didn't
either
earn
way.
it. He didn't earn it. Is what I'm getting at.
Look, all I'm saying is let the drunker have it.
Yeah, why does the drunk guy in town get a gun? Who knows?
I mean,
on this week's episode.
Look, coming from an American, I find a drunk man with a gun absolutely hilarious.
Fair.
Yeah.
I honestly thought you were going to say, in America, a drunk guy with a gun is completely common.
Well,
It is.
yeah.
Fairly.
In Florida, it's pretty common.
You're from Florida.
Look,
Yeah, but you guys also have dinosaurs walking around. I'd carry a gun, too.
Their cardiology appointment strapped. Why? Who knows?
Pardon? Pardon? Just like,
Yeah.
hey, doc, tell me what I fucking want.
No, it's like, all right, sir, I'm going to need you to step on the scale, please. Okay, well, let me unpack a couple things first. Plop, plop, plop. Okay, why do you have two handguns on you? Okay.
Yeah, I have the first handgun for robbers, and I have the second handgun to surprise the robbers if they've got a handgun.
Look, I wouldn't be so upset if this is the same guy that was too anxious to take his anxiety meds. Like, he was so overly anxious that the anxiety meds were going to cause his heart rate to go too low that he was afraid to take his anxiety meds. And he's carrying a pistol at all times.
Yes.
Maybe that's part of why he's anxious, yeah.
He gives me the line when I tell him that he needs to go to the emergency room due to his symptoms. He's like, I would rather die. Okay.
Then you tell him to commit.
It's too cold to wait in the waiting room at the hospital. So the reason why you're not wanting to go to the emergency room is because it's too cold in the lobby, sir. Is that what you're telling me?
Just be like, I'll wait.
No, I call people out like that. It's like, well, yeah, I just sit in there for 21 hours or so before they just do a quick test and they send me home. Tell me to follow up my cardiologist. Oh, okay. It's hilarious.
You just gotta ask, like, do you have a permit for that gun?
Oh, that's the last thing.
Like the guy who walked me into the fucking railway corridor.
That sounded. That shit sounded
my doctor
ridiculous.
Also has a pistol on him at all times too.
He does the same job as me.
Maybe he knew you were there.
Well, he did. He let me in at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so I can understand being the doctor and having a gun. If you have some psychopaths.
There we go.
Hey!
Is everything alright?
We know you only gave a little intro, but you gotta do it over. She needs to know that a guy has a cowboy hat and a gun.
No, he has no cowboy hat.
And a gun. No, I mean, my house can't burn this, right?
Oh. It's not that we were making jokes about it.
Did you get that reference, by the way?
Yeah.
That your house can't burn
Every cowboy needs a hat, needs a hat, needs a hat, and a pair of shiny spurs, shiny spurs, shiny spurs. Is this ringing no bells for anyone?
No.
None.
It was an old, like, Disney sing-along song thing.
You may have dreamt it.
But he's gotta keep a riding. riding along. And then eventually, like, the little kid is a cowboy, and it shows that, like, well, you know, every cowboy needs to eventually, like, put the cows away and go to bed. And so he's, like, pretending to ride his horse, but then he eventually has to, like, go to bed, because every good cowboy needs a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
It's
not a
like where they
single
got
bell.
Brokeback Mountain from.
Not only did that not ring any bells, Kelly, I am left with only more questions.
Oh, your question!
Yeah, like, do I know if this even exists?
Anyway, Kelly's here.
Hey.
AI Kelly's here. First gen AI Kelly.
And her connection is.
Wait, how come her connection was like rocking on Tuesday and now?
You know, it's like oopsie boop bop.
There we go. I'm here.
I think it might actually be Discord, like if you're like
Delay.
if you're talking too high
No,
pitched.
Are you saying I'm too feminine for this?
Whoa!
Jesus!
You sound like you threw your phone in the river.
Yeah, you sound worse than Will.
Liquor
Not that bad right now, am I?
bottle.
No, it's
No,
because you
yeah, I mean, you
because you
sound-
got rid of Skyrim. You sound
It
fine.
used to be.
Mhm.
And dishes and like wiping them down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All I'm hearing
No!
is disassociated,
Oh, no.
disassociated symbols
Damn it.
like dishwasher,
Okay, is that better?
feather.
There, yes.
Have you checked if you've unloaded Skyrim off of your phone?
I will never understand what happened there. Like, Skyrim absolutely just shat my computer.
Skyrim is actually just a program that uses your computer to mine
So much
cryptocurrency.
worse.
Apparently.
Wait, Skyrim,
Yes.
Skynet.
Ah.
Oh,
Coincidence?
Skyfall.
I think so.
Sky. Yeah, but they fixed that. Skyfall's just a mansion in Scotland. What the fuck's that gonna do?
It's just being overlooked, Connor. It's being overlooked.
You didn't watch Skyfall.
Fuck it. You guys are in town. There's a frog with a cowboy hat.
And it's like, what, 9, 10 o'clock at night?
It's all night.
What do you mean?
It's all the night.
Yeah, it's all nighttime. The moon's out.
The night.
Which one?
Okay, but we don't know
Both
about
of
what
them?
time it is.
Yeah, we could say it's 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, so, like sun went down probably around 7. You guys got in a big fight. That you guys chased down the kid. Yeah, I'd say it's like maybe 9 o'clock. That's
Okay.
Hey, Gert, are you feeling alright yet?
No.
That's a no. She
Apparently no.
hard pass.
Hard pass on that. She just passed right out again.
weekend at
we're,
Gurney's is weekend at Gertie's is
once more.
it's going to a long weekend.
Weekend at Garrett's.
I mean, to be fair, in game, it's only like she was dying yesterday. Or no, she was technically
No,
still
today.
dying to the day.
The day, yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
So
It's the same day, like 4 hours ago.
She just got bombed in the morning, that's all.
still coughing up spores.
Maybe.
Is it okay to like can we see
Plus she's
pretty
dealing
good
with
outside?
the emotional closure of killing a man, just stabbing him dead.
Well, she killed a rat man too, but I don't think she really.
Yeah,
killed
but
him.
they're not real people.
You're not
that's
real
just
people.
like putting down a particularly rabid dog. Like you kind of feel bad because like it was an animal, but like not really because it was gonna kill some kid. You know, like the good kind of outweighs the bad on that one.
Well, what about frog people?
But everybody just loves the frog people. They're fine. They're cool. Not like rats. Rats are significantly lower on the food chain.
I don't know. I like my rat people.
And that's why I say we murder more rat people. Look, I'm just saying maybe there should be some sort of solution to the rat problem of the final persuasion.
God damn it.
So, mass genocide of all these ratling-like individuals.
Look, if they're gonna be like whispering at us all like sexual like, I mean, we might as well.
I mean, they do like to eat everything apparently that has meat on it.
Yeah,
They
you
do.
know? Like if they like killing so much, they'll probably like being killed. You know, like it's like the circle of like life or whatever.
They don't follow that circle. It's more like a line, I
A
think.
line straight to death.
Sure.
Well, I mean, if that was the case, how come there's so many of them?
A line straight to the woohoo,
Because they point
and then straight to death.
Okay, is that better? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, god fucking damn it. Hopefully this works.
Gertie has awoken once more.
Honestly. Can't keep a good girl down.
I heard
So,
a little bit of robotic.
Yeah.
Don't
I have
tell
a
her that.
question for you two, and I'm looking at Gertie and Todd. I'm like, so she just killed your captain, right?
Yeah.
Did I?
And you
Yeah.
didn't even bat an eye of like, oh, all right, sure, I'm free of that shackle.
Catherine was trying to kill your nephew.
How long did you know that man?
We grew up basically in the same town. Like, more or less my whole life I knew him. Nothing of
And
value was lost.
And you're just fine with him being dead?
What?
I mean, we
That's
mentioned
pretty old,
nothing.
right?
Of value was lost.
Perhaps we should clarify. Is there an issue with him being dead and us doing the cause of that being dead? Is that going to be an issue for you now and or perhaps down the road? I just
No,
can't
you-
afford
you're
any
definitely
more people
justified
wanting
that.
me dead right now.
Like, that was some good old American justice there.
Ma'am, I do not want you dead. Okay?
You are not
It's-
in America.
It's fine.
So, who?
I don't particularly care either. That was actually pretty sweet. I think I killed one of his other friends earlier. That was also sweet.
Can we hear that voice or can only you
Yes.
hear
Oh,
that?
no, we can all hear that.
Yeah, you
And
you
it's
can all
okay.
hear it.
terrifying.
Holy shit!
Oh, sorry about that, ma'am. That's my dad.
Child, you
Yep.
gotta have to look down.
You know, it's one thing to be
Look,
haunted
I don't
by
know
your
if
father
there's any
if he
looking
was
you
like,
can
"Damn."
do to, it's demonic corruption. That's some Avernian shit there.
He's not demonic, I think.
All I'm saying is your father the one that convinced you to be okay with just severing your ties and moving on?
No, that was my somewhat strange upbringing. I was raised around a lot of really, really insufferable people. And also, I was probably a little bit insufferable too. Long story short, most people hated me. I hated them. Like I said, no particular love lost for anything or anyone from
Not to be
Boneport.
young again.
Look, I feel I have the exact relationship with my sisters that you have with that. Except, I think I would be a little worried if someone just randomly killed them.
I mean, randomly,
As much as I
sure.
despise them.
I could understand randomly, but that wasn't random. Dude took an innocent, more or less, man hostage with a gun in the middle of
I mean,
a
he
big
really
fight.
was a knob end. He was trying to two-time girls. It's just not right.
You know,
Listen,
I'm not gonna
in
lie. you
today's day and age, that's called having a flexible schedule. That's called multitasking and meeting the needs of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, we somehow came out of
Listen,
this hero's
is he meeting their needs? Is he meeting their needs, or is this an abuse of power? Because I would argue that he's meeting needs.
Little both.
What? I'm not saying this is an action that I condone and or am proud of, but
So, what's everyone's plan going forward?
Well, I think, for one thing, and I kind of point up in the sky, that kind of needs to get solved sooner or later.
And you think you're the one to do that? I have no idea how to get up there or to even go about figuring that one out.
Yeah.
I just know we haven't died yet.
Yeah. Has it done anything special yet?
It is.
Is it doing anything?
It is hanging in the sky, constantly doing the same thing. Just it's like these small little explosions and bursts of color come off of the surface of the moon.
Like, is it just completely up in the air, or is
Yep.
it like...
It's not moving. Just hangs in the sky.
Like, does it look like it's coming from somewhere? Or is it just there in general?
No, like the glow started just like appearing on everybody. So it's just as if nobody noticed it get there.
So,
Look.
I just look at Mixo. Do you think your wizard buddies up north might know a little thing or two about what could be causing that?
Well, they do have an observatory, but honestly, they were too busy fighting each other and having a dick measuring contest than to actually conduct proper science.
Ma'am, we
Yes?
are a bunch of misfits. You know, Gertie, what? Let me hear what's going on with your life. Where did you come from?
What's wrong with you?
oh,
She came from here. That was her nephew.
son, can I be candid with you?
Please, I've had a very long day.
Same. And I just wanted you to feel that this is not only a safe space for us to discuss, but this is not a safe space for us to be. And as kind as I think it is to have a campfire session, I am more concerned about what is directly above us, but not far enough above us. This is certainly above all of our pay grades, as none of us know what's happening. So anyone who knows a higher form of wizard, I'd be happy to relay fun stories of my youth, or whatever you'd like. But I'd rather we make positive progress forward, because I didn't live this long to be crushed by the goddamn moon.
At
If
this
that
point, I
thing
don't even know
hits,
what
I
constitutes
don't
as
think we're
progress
outrunning
forward.
it.
Didn't one of those rats say something about a big shiny moon or something?
They were
They called it
mesmerized
Lord
by
of Hunger.
No, I don't think they called it Lord of Hunger. They're talking
Like, they
about
said
Lord of
something
Hunger
about
might
the
like
Lord
it.
of Hunger.
But you know what? Shit, that's the closest thing to Elite I've had. And Todd's talking about wiping rats out. So where can we find more of these guys? And maybe they might know something. As unlikely as that may be. Well, I guess we're killing two stones by
From
eliminating
personal experience,
progress
the
of
rats are assholes, and I don't know if they would be a positive form of, information at this point in time. But if you want to capture and interrogate some rats, I'm down for some rat damage. But I think we should go for whatever's going to get us the most leads, and or go to the place that is going to have the most reliable form of information about this.
Well, I don't think the Vipers are going to give us too many leads. As far as I understand, they're just a bunch of dumb thugs. Not really worth much.
Mhm.
The world's full of those, unfortunately.
Exactly. This Lord of Hunger thing, on the other hand, might be a lead, maybe.
So, if I'm not mistaken, then we head west.
We could head west and see if we can help them with the rat problem. And then I suppose we could head north to either Gertie's hometown or north further to the observatory where I come from.
This town is Gertie's hometown. Munderick is her home.
Yeah.
I meant the Vox Hollow.
Where she escaped.
Yeah. Gertie, you
Never
want to
been.
go back to the place that you were smuggled out of?
Smuggled out of.
I almost died in order to get out of that place. Why are we talking about going back?
Merely said it was an option.
I like Box Hollow. It's cool. They had stuff.
So, what exactly happened at Vox Hollow?
I don't know. I wasn't paid for that.
I was very... Long story short, I was very rudely excommunicated without being removed, and so I chose to remove myself from a bad situation. That place is not on the same level as the moon coming towards the earth in exploding flashy colors.
Honestly, at this point, since so few of us are...
Observatory, because an observatory, they usually observe and document the moon.
You see, you would think that. You would think that. But no. Those knobheads were more concerned about having a dick measuring contest than doing actual science. So, while I do believe they might have some answers as to what it is, I'm absolutely positive they have no answers as to what to do about it.
Alex.
At
When
this
I
point,
look at
it'll
the
kill her
moon-
alone.
Go ahead, Connor.
When I look at the moon, is it just gray as well, or does that have color?
It has color, man. It's all
Oh,
color.
shit.
And the hue, like the little shimmer that's on everybody, you can see all that color. It's all
So
that.
It resembles the shiny stones in your Lord's water.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
but it is in the sky.
Barely.
Yeah, I didn't look up yet, I don't think.
Bear.
Oh, so
Magic
so
bullshit.
so Kelly, you listened to the last session?
I couldn't make it through all the way.
Okay.
Got the general
because of
gist of it.
Sounds like you got to the good part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can... Holy crap! It's what shade is?
Are you
I could-
seeing color?
Yeah, are you having a problem there, Gromit?
It's not the same as everything else. It's like different. It's I don't know.
I mean, it's in the sky. That's pretty different.
Well, yeah, that makes sense, but it like looks different from everything else. Like the sky's black. That's kind of
Like color.
a lighter.
Do you see colors?
I don't know.
Is this magical? Do we Arcana check this?
I don't even know how to describe someone who's colorblind as like color.
Different shades of gray.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like not dark but not light. It's like a different.
It's a different thing.
It's not darker, lighter. I don't know.
oh no,
I'm
this is
so
fine.
confused.
Gromit, continue. Okay,
It's
well, not to cut you off, but if we're gonna try and head west here,
I'm just
how are we
standing
gonna
like
do that?
So I have a question, Alex. Are we relatively in relative private? Like, are there people nearby?
I thought we're standing out in the middle of like.
You guys are standing in the middle of town, but there was a lot of people back to the play to help clean up. A lot of the other people who got scared from the fighting, like, went back to their homes, and a lot of the other people are like no longer surrounding you guys.
And then I think we had
I
gone
can't
to
help
talk
but
to the lady at the
notice.
statue.
I can't help but notice you didn't say a single person was freaking out about the explosion.
About the mood.
Not a single person. Just, let's just pick up what's going on over here, the dead bodies. Let's just go
Have you heard
home,
the
there was a
expression,
fight.
can't see past the end of their nose?
Yeah.
Well, why would anyone be looking up? Like, there's an explosion. You're not going to be like, ah.
Are we basically just
Yeah,
playing out that movie, Don't Look Up?
They're just they're NPCs. You have to talk to them first.
Everybody's just actively not looking at the sky.
I mean,
Uh,
as shocking as it may
okay,
be,
hold on. So what color is that? What you're saying? What's whatever color?
Well, it's two colors actually.
it's a mix of a couple. It's a spectrum of colors.
Just give me a word.
So it's a bit purple and a bit green.
That's the thing, Gromit. Welcome to
And I'm
non-easy
gonna
answers.
kind of like guide Gromit and point at the green and point at the purple, so he kind of has a rough idea of which colors I'm pointing at.
You could almost even like point to yourself as like you have like the little shimmer of color even on you, or like you could point to somebody else.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he hasn't mentioned he could see that.
yes.
So we wouldn't know.
Yeah. So.
So I'm pointing.
Wait. So I'm the only one who can see the shimmer.
No, everybody can,
Oh,
but
right.
you can see the shimmer as well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And the shimmer's color too.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Purple. Green. Purple.
Moon will kill
Green.
us, or it won't. Until it becomes an actual threat, we just need to proceed as we would normally.
Look,
It's not a
unless your
threat.
name is
How
Elminster,
threatening
you're
are
not
you?
dealing with that at all.
How is it not? I have been standing underneath it for about an hour now, and I have yet to feel any effects of anything.
It hasn't killed us yet.
Yes.
That doesn't
Yes!
mean it doesn't want to.
So it either will kill me one day, or it will disappear, or something of the sort. Until then, I'm going to proceed as if I will overcome it,
Well,
not care.
Also, a little bit of a slight issue with going back to the observatory where I'm from. There were owl bears up there, and I don't know if any of you know anything about owl bears, but they fucking hurt.
I know they're big enough. They're like pretty decent.
And I saw one of them get grabbed by something that was very big, with like a big meaty monkey hound.
You saw
That's a bit of a different problem.
a winter wolf get grabbed by something bigger.
Winter wolf. I swear it was an owl bear. No, the owl bear was the thing that had almost killed me before that.
Yes.
I was told there were owl bears up in the mountains.
I've heard about stories about the mountains. There's turtles up there.
He's not wrong.
I didn't meet any turtles, but I won't put it beyond the realm of possibility. There was some weird shit up in the mountains, alright?
I don't know. I've seen small turtles, but I guess I don't know. It just seems weird. Why would there be turtles up there?
Gromit, are you sticking around? Or are you on missions for your people?
Well, I don't know.
I take that as he's hanging with us.
Well, this is a really odd group of people, isn't it? I have to admit.
I mean, if you guys want to join me, we can go back and we can find out if they need me to do anything.
That's
spend all day in a sewer.
It's not that bad.
For you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Sydney?
I think not all of us would enjoy a sewer.
However,
But it's
were there
weird.
more
That's the
rats
same.
down there?
I'm definitely not going back in that sewer. Fuck that sewer.
It's weird
Oh, yeah.
because that's like the same color as the thing that was in the pool.
You could not
This-
pay me to go back
Wait.
into that sewer.
Wait, Alex, this resembles almost like a giant glow of corium in the sky, right?
Mhm.
And he's saying that there's. You know what? Let's go meet your people. That sounds like a potentially winning idea.
I think that's the only lead that we have right now.
Wait, before we do that, show him it.
What?
Sure what?
Look, I know you've still got it. It's in your bag.
I look around,
Just to be
And-
sure.
see if I have any observing eyes. That's
Okay,
beyond our party.
give me a perception roll.
I will do that as well. +2.
9.
I got a +1.
19.
14.
Oh, should I do that too? Or
Well, no, it was only meant for Ron because he said he was going to check
Oh.
around.
I'll do it anyway. Let's see what these dice do. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. Just kidding. I don't know the shit.
I'm gonna assume that I'm pretty much sure that I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so before I do this, I want to say that the rats knew what it was. They said they could smell it, and to me, that tells me they may have more. That could be valuable. And then I pull my backpack out, and I pull out like a little glass jar with a very shiny, glowy rock in the center that probably resembles what's in the pool. So, how big is a chip? I know a chip is bigger than all the other parts, whatever. But like, how big is it like physically? It like compared to a banana?
Is it bigger than a red box?
A banana for
Banana for scale.
It's like a. It's like.
Speaking of which, I never did get my banana.
It's like a third of a banana. Like a third.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a shard. It's not
So-
like a chip. It's maybe less
So-
than maybe like a quarter of a
Like
banana.
this size, kind of.
Maybe without the black end. Yeah,
Okay.
like that.
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
maybe closer to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a little dice case small. Okay. Yeah, I pull that out, and it's mesmerizing. I almost like stare into it as if it's a lava lamp for an amount of time before I catch my spacing out.
That's it. That's looks okay.
So, I have been searching for this stuff for a while because the potential that it can unlock is, well, I just have ideas. Let's put it that way. So currently, my goals are either to return home and find out if my dad's alive, because that's really the only thing I care, or to seek more of this stuff out. And maybe it might help unlock some questions along the way from this thing up there. A rather large chunk of it, which means it's going to be able to produce a crap load of power, which means whatever is using it for fuel, and that's my theory, has quite a lot to work with.
Question.
Yes.
Is the large explosion over our heads like just a really big version of the explosion when Fox fucked up his gun?
Kind of. They're just kind of like almost like a little explosions, like a little crater explosions on the moon.
Oh. Little crater. You just said it took up 2/3 of the sky.
The
On-
moon itself does.
Yeah. But on the surface is where the little explosions are.
Like to us, it
But
looks like
do they
fireworks,
look like-
but over there is probably like nukes. Possibly.
But does it look like the same as the explosion that hurt most of the party when Fox's gun went off?
Those little ones that are on the moon, yes.
Oh shit.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Do they look like actual explosions, or do they look like those electrical explosions, whatever you see in like fantasy movies?
It's really far away.
But we can more or less put 2 and 2 together.
Fair enough.
Well,
Okay, yeah, let's look for some more of that corium, see what's up.
thing is, well, actually, no, there's another three. Never mind. I mean, yeah, if you guys want to go, we can figure it out. I don't know if the gold one's going to want to see it. Or me. Or...
Maybe they'd like to talk to us.
No.
Wait, first, before we journey on that adventure, how many people do you have in your hometown?
How many grunts are there?
There's got to be at least 40.
40?
40?
At least 40.
Okay. Like a village?
At least-
Okay.
Yes.
At least 40.
Now, you said it's in the pool of the golden one? Who's the golden one?
He's the boss.
Okay. I can already see a potential problem. If we were to try and take that from him, I'm sure it would get him rather upset. And if he's the boss, then he would have a lot of minions.
Oh.
Are you the boss's minion? No, you seem to be away from him.
No, he's going to kill me.
Oh,
What?
I got reassigned.
so I can cross using you as a hostage off the list.
I don't know. I might be able to come back and tell him that I did something. Wait, did I get a work permit for this?
You did to deliver Gertie to town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you
So
got
I-
in trouble for not having a work permit, and then they tried to send you off without a work permit, and you're like, no! I got in trouble for not having a work permit before, you're not just going to send me out without a work permit. I remember that.
Okay, well, we might be able to do it as long as I follow protocol. And I cringe as I say it.
I just look at him with a really confused look. Drungs have protocol.
Apparently. It's bureaucracy, honestly.
So, how do we abide by said protocol to not...
Well, we can go there, and then I can ask for the work order for you to visit the ground, but I'll probably have to get 5. How many demos are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's only they'll give it to us.
Well, I have an idea how we might be able to get in to see.
Or you could just look like the water, because then we can only get 4 permits, and then you just act like the rest of the sewer.
I'm liking this less and less as it goes on.
The more I think about how this would go down, the more I think I'm going to need more firepower.
Every time somebody says to her, she feels like she's going to be sick.
Since it seems we're all bearing our circumstances out to light,
Okay, look,
I'm gonna look. I take a look around to make sure nobody's like listening in on our conversation. Anybody who is gets acid splashed.
No, nobody's there.
Damn right.
And after checking around, I lean in close to everybody else and like motion for you to come closer, and I'm like, that statue's of me.
What?
Or you think it is of you because your memories have been programmed for you to think that.
That's a terrifying thought.
Very
no,
terrifying.
I mean, we had this conversation in the carriage. I'm pretty confident. that at
They
this point
seemed
you are
to
slight.
believe that I was brought back from the dead, and I'm in agreement with them because they didn't seem too happy when I took out the pieces of the dead me. So I think in some method or manner, they resurrected me from those destroyed bits of my old self.
As your current form on purpose. Those are
On
bastards.
purpose.
You're hideous. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's true.
I said disagree. You don't gotta rub it in. At any rate, the name probably doesn't ring true for any of you. But let me reintroduce myself as Nicholas Daniel Bitterness, Mage Knight, and Dead Man.
If we were to shorten that down to like a
Just Nick's fine.
Nix.
Nick is fine.
Okay. Well, it's nice to fully meet you again. To be honest, that's actually a bit relieved that you're not lying to me anymore.
Well, if you were a dead man, you wouldn't want to go around telling people who you are.
Actually, I think that would be actually something I probably would, considering the circumstance. I'd be famous. Anyways.
Nothing wrong with telling people who you are if you're already dead.
Seriously, is that going to be an issue? Because that's very foreboding to me.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
That's a lot for me right now.
You know,
Did you just show up? Like,
I think I have issues, but you literally have daddy issues.
Yeah, he's. I mean,
How are you going to get that all sorted out?
you know,
So-
I don't know.
Frightening. That is frightening. Not gonna lie, that answer.
It's truly disturbing.
So far, he hasn't attempted to kill me.
I watched it
Is-
punch a rat's heart clear out of his chest.
I mean, he's mostly harmless.
Like, in one big chunk. It shouldn't... It
so
doesn't...
does he
It
just
doesn't
like
work like that.
watch you sleep, or like?
Mostly harmless.
Well. Gertie. Are you coming along with the rest of the party, or are you gonna stick to your looks like slowly dying out hometown?
This town was dying before I got here, and it'll continue to do so. I'm just glad that my grandbaby's okay. I'm tell you what, I'm not gonna go to bed easy tonight with that moon hanging over my head. So if it's all the same to you, I'd just as soon get this taken care of.
Well.
Do we head towards your hometown and then up to the observatory?
I want to be.
We're in the hometown.
You mean to Vox Hollow? That's not our hometown.
Not Vox Hollow. To
I
your
want to be as
hometown.
pure as possible.
Heaven.
Oh.
Why?
Well.
Why in the fuck would we be going back to Vox Hollow?
That wouldn't be such a bad idea. If we were to go home, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. I just really want to check and see if who's still around after that. I mean, you saw it. That was
It's a pretty impressive explosion.
yes.
I mean, maybe I should make a report, and then we can go back to the sewer too. Take your stuff out. Get you some nose clogs or something before we go. Well,
Going into Vox Hollow isn't an issue. Getting out of it is. I almost died trying to leave Vox Hollow. First of all.
I'm
Second of
sure
all,
you going
You
back
tried
is
looking-
going to be an issue.
here about why we need to go there.
We don't.
All right, Vox Hollow's off the list. Gotcha, Gertie. I understand completely.
but I wasn't talking about Vox Hollow. I was talking about Runtown.
If going to Vox Hollow is tantamount to
Gruntown.
fixing the moon, great. But I want to know that before we go back to that godforsaken city.
I mean, did you try
I'm
asking for
going
help?
to go to
Mr.
Fox Hollow. Maybe went backwards underneath Fox Hollow, back to the grounds.
God, I
Did you
just
try-
don't want to go back in the sewers again. I almost died.
Did you try
Well,
asking
now you're
for help?
repaired. God, I gotta tell like people what's going on.
It might be a mercy if they were crushed without really knowing anything. I mean, it makes me panic just looking at it.
Did you try asking for help from Mr. Weller Radcliffe? Mr. Nestor? Oh yeah, he's a great dude. You know. Yeah. He helps people all the time. Don't you guys know? You never read the books?
Who the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the asshole who straight up tried to murder Gertie.
Oh.
Because
You mean Jasper?
Jasper?
maybe? I don't know.
It was Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper.
I have a
is the
Nestor
so-called Lord
written
of
down.
Town.
How do you know about Jasper?
Jasper, I'm not unkindly speaking.
Like, I never met him, but I've heard about him every time I sit there.
I think everyone but me forgot
Wait,
about him.
oh.
That's okay.
Oh. Okay, then I start putting things up. Oh. Yeah, you shouldn't go back there then.
Anyway.
Yeah, we know about Jasper, and yeah. We don't do that.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but what are we doing about the moon?
What the fuck can we do about the moon?
I tried to ask that a whole bunch. No one seemed to give me a straight answer about it. I'm just.
I
gonna
did
assume
the
that-
sewer. Now
Do
expect me to stop a
about the
moon?
moon.
I have no leads.
Yeah.
We have to get leads first, and to do that, we have to leave town. Because, you know, everyone here knows fuck all about it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
do we call it to a vote? Where are we going?
my vote's on rat culling. They seem to like Corium.
I'm fine with rat culling.
That's 2 for that, so we're just heading west if we do that.
I'm also
Gertie,
down for rat culling.
does he
You don't get a
does he
vote.
get a
You're
vote?
not a person.
We can't even see it. Is his hand raised? Like, I don't know.
Gertie, if we go rat calling, as they're saying, we might be able to find some more leads about the Corium. Does that give
Perhaps
you
what we
any
can
ease
do
of
about
mind?
this,
Does that mean we're going back in the sewer?
No,
not yet.
we can go above ground to there. Hopefully.
Great. I'm down for murdering rats. Let's go.
Fair.
I suppose let's head west to,
To a new city.
So
Let's go!
now that we've picked
Right up
the
there.
direction, the mode of transportation. I mean, to be
let's see if we can
honest,
get the carriage working again.
no.
I'm gonna be
From
honest,
what I
don't know
gather,
how it runs.
I'm pretty confident it's been scrapped.
What's a
most of the
garage?
time. Then again, I'm talking about my hometown. If you leave something like that out unattended for too long, it tends to be missing several important parts.
Well, you.
Usually by you and and Scooter.
Yep. Yep.
Speaking from experience there, then.
I mean, you're looking at someone who has probably the most valuable part in the carriage sitting in his backpack, so yes. That being said, we could hoof it. Or, I highly doubt, I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen any stables in this poor town since we got here. Gertie, do they have any farmers that might be able to, that you're aware of, that might be able to sell us some horses? Or, well, I would say rent them, but to be honest, I don't know if they'll come back.
This is a pretty small town, kids.
So it
Yeah,
looks like
but
we'll
you're a farmer. Do farmers have horses?
They have working horses that they use to work their own fields.
Not spare horses, then.
Out of character, you could just ride a Clydesdale, like that's just as fun.
Mhm.
And it's a small enough town that you don't really need a horse to get from one side of the village to the other side. That can be done with a brisk day's walk.
Okay, well, how do people usually get through here? Like,
Oh, honey, they don't. Why do you think I left?
why did you go to Vox Hollow? I guess.
All right, well.
I don't want to talk about that right now. Let's focus.
Fine,
So-
we're walking.
let's go look at the carriage real quick. Make sure it's been deactivated.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
you guys
Put
go.
the parking brake on it.
It's just like you guys have insurance. It's already crashed. It's
We have insurance. It's a rental.
Those goblins did
Not my
irreparable
call.
damage.
There's no Tesla plug-in around here for the station, so
So you guys go out to the eastern gates of Munderick. As you guys go out to leave, you can look out to the landscape, the flat landscape of the farm fields and the trail that you guys came from when you guys came from Brigsenberg, and you can see that the carriage. You can see both of the wheels are on either side of it, flat on the ground, and even the window has been smashed in.
Yep. Hey, look, when you're right, you're right.
It's pretty nice this time of year. It's okay. We don't need the windows to roll up.
Just,
And I turned.
I think you use the wheels to roll around, though.
Go over and try and give a professional assessment as to how much it's going to take to get this thing up and going.
Quite a bit. Both of the wheels.
Our little fixer, and I ruffle on his head. Be like, you can do this.
It looks like both of the wheels have been kind of a little bit smashed in.
Does it look like I could fix it with mending and some time?
No, this looks like it was like actual damage. So,
Fucked in a very weird.
imagine some people left and came back with more people, and along the way they found something to investigate.
I'm just thinking of the Lord of War airplane scene when he tries to.
Yeah, and he watches them just take it apart.
Yep, piece by piece.
Yeah. That's what we should watch on Tuesday. That's a good movie.
Well, we know nothing's taking off in it now.
Todd,
Todd set it on fire.
Todd, can you give me like an intelligence check of some kind?
oh boy, here we go.
Incredibly bad at.
When you say of some kind,
I'm not incredibly bad at it. I only have a +1 to it. Let's see,
it's actually higher than most of your other characters.
a 12.
You came here in something.
Oh! Yo, guys, I've got a cart.
You
Yes,
have
your
a cart?
crew not-
All right, let's go for it.
My God,
We need to
Will.
get it really fast before the rest of my crew get back to it.
Like
Let's go.
so fucking dumb.
Okay.
Let's go.
So you guys don't further inspect the the carriage here, but run your way from the eastern side of town all the way out to the western side of town. As you come around the corner, you can see that there's the trolley that you came from Boneport here still, but you can see like some of the back part of it where a lot of the people like were being rummaged into, or the storage containers, you can see the back carriage part is like shuffling around.
Oh god damn it. Okay, guys.
Dark vision. No.
I guess let's go check that out.
Somebody
Actually,
know?
wait. Hey, Dad, go check that out real quick.
You just tell him what to do like that?
That's
I feel like
disrespectful.
I feel like
I'm
that.
helping out.
Well, I mean, if he's alright with it.
Okay.
Okay.
I heard
And,
consent.
My Spectre's gonna just kind of swoop in and see who's inside.
Okay. So the
He is the best scout.
So the Spectre goes to swoop inside the cart here. As he like rounds the side of it, you can see that the door is like slinged completely open. And as he goes to the inside, you can hear like a grown man walloping and crying. As you can hear, he's almost rummaging, trying to gather.
God.
There can only be one person.
Only one.
Can we hear it?
What have you done?
As you can see that there's a man trying to like press his body into a corner to get away, like to not be noticed inside the caravan, but he's making a lot of noise, especially with his loud mouth breathing.
Yep.
Just very much like
That I think that might be. I wouldn't call him a buddy, by the way. Let's just put a hard stop to that.
Okay,
Say your
They
big
seem
dumb
so
best friend.
friendly with you.
so
You know.
yeah.
so you don't have like telepathy with the Spectre, right? Like it has to come back and tell you about it.
If it's within 100 feet of him,
Yeah,
no.
if it's within 100 feet, then he basically runs off of whatchamacallit, find familiar rules.
Oh, so you can like
Yeah, but
see
it
through.
doesn't convey information like that though.
Yeah.
I think even with
Yeah.
Find Familiar, you can telepathically command it what to do,
Oh, okay.
but it's still like a separate entity.
Okay, so it needs to come back and talk to you.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
If you can speak with it telepathically, why would it need to come back to you?
Because you can't.
Because it can't telepathically talk back to him.
Correct. I can basically give him orders. He can't do thing back.
Okay.
It's a weird one-way thing. But
I'm just rereading it and make sure I'm not an idiot.
so
That's just why I'd
the
ask.
Spectre's gonna come back, convey the info. I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah,
it's
you
Dave.
can communicate with it telepathically. That would mean it can communicate back to you telepathically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess most familiars don't have the ability to speak, so I didn't think of it that way. Whereas yours.
Okay.
His is
no
a
reason to
people.
get squeaks back. No reason to get squeaks back. I guess off a rat or but okay. It seems like it's Dean. God damn it! Of course it
We're
was
fine.
Dean.
So the
Let's
sixth
go see him.
person to the party?
Let's go.
Let's go.
No. We are a 5-man group, sir.
What's wrong
Maybe
with
a 6-man group. I don't see any problem.
I mean-
with that.
No.
Any issues with it?
Look, the 6th person is Dad. Okay, he's our 6th ranger. Not
You can't be
Dean.
a person if you're dead. Okay.
Dad,
we need
please
someone
remove.
to watch
we
the
need
car.
warm bodies.
God, no, please. I
And then
beg
you're
of you,
walking
anyone
towards the
but
cart.
him. I beg of you, please, anyone but him.
I'm walking towards the cart.
Okay, is anybody going with Gromit?
I'm gonna go with Gromit.
Oh,
Absolutely.
No, we're all walking as a group.
And Todd's just left
I'm
behind.
like dragging my feet behind everyone else.
I just imagine like Todd just looks up at the sky and at the moon. He's just like, why? Worst day
Like-
ever.
Drop now. Come fast.
Come faster.
Do it now. Come on, kill me.
Sound
End the suffering.
insensitive.
I
Not
mean,
to sound insensitive, but if this person underneath these tarps is an obstacle to us taking this caravan, and and one of our options is keeping him, and another option is not keeping him.
Gertie, it's Dean. He's gonna do nothing. Right?
He's a giant
just say it.
cry. Just don't worry
But the
about it.
person who knows him best is the person who's most loudly objecting to him.
Gertie,
You did He's a big cry, baby.
I also want to
crybaby.
point out, Gertie, you did kill his
He's a
favorite
big crybaby. Would it be terrible if we pushed him off of the cart?
Honestly,
oh,
no.
I would enjoy this. I would enjoy this very much.
Gertie,
just me.
if you haven't noticed, the only naysayer to this Dean guy is an absolute fucking asshole.
He is an asshole, but he's the asshole who knows this person the best.
When did I become the asshole?
You've always been the asshole! Why have you been the asshole?
I've only known you this day, and I don't think that's much. Well, then again.
And I also ask myself, is anyone else here good at fighting one-on-one with anyone?
Look, we don't even need to fight him. Look, Dad, can you get rid of him? And,
No.
Dad's just gonna go in and pull his collar.
So, you, like, Gromit's getting fed up with you. He's, like, about to leap in. You see that the Spectre goes in there, and you can see, like, Dean is, like, completely covered himself in planks with crates, and these fish are just strewn about the carriage here, and you could just hear him just, like, moaning to himself, just thinking he's completely alone before, like, the cracking sound of, like, Gromit comes into the caravan. He's like, it's gonna be okay. And then you have the Spectre there.
And then the collar gets tugged.
You can see him just, like, bite down. I'm gonna make him make a con save to try to, like, bite down on his collar. Or bite down, like, his teeth and hold his ground.
Oh.
Nope.
Trying to be
Nope.
brave now,
Nope.
eh?
Nope. He bursts out.
Nah.
You got a hard 6. You see that, like, he just bursts out, and there's just, like, a grung there. He's just like, please don't kill me. I didn't want any of this.
Not here to kill you.
I heard you.
We're heading to the next town over, and we went to borrow this carriage.
Wait, we're gonna get out of here?
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Not
we're gonna get out of here. You're gonna stay.
Oh my god,
No,
Todd,
we're
you're
getting
still alive!
No, we're gonna.
All
Todd,
you have to do for us is watch the cart and not get in our way.
Dean just gets up and he goes to hug Todd as hard as he can.
You.
It just
You
smells like
did
fit.
this to me.
He's like
That's
covered.
it, mate.
You did this to me.
He's
That's
like.
right. I gotta like it.
You can see he's pale, but he's got like these swollen, puffy eyes from crying so much. But he's also got this big grin, and he's covered in this fish goop from being in the carriage and trying to get inside the crate. He's gonna try to. If you want to try to resist him, give me like a grapple. Give me a grapple check against Dean then.
Be athletics or
Oh my
athletics or
god, look at
acrobatics.
all this food!
Rolling acrobatics.
I just start.
You got
Yes.
a 19
Yes.
plus 3,
20,
22.
20, yes. Yes.
Did you say dirty 20?
30, 20, yes.
Alex, if you promise to give me a long rest, I will give him disadvantage on that.
No, I said I got a 19 plus 3.
Yeah.
19 plus
Oh, a
3.
19 plus 3?
22.
You son of a bitch.
So as much as you're like palming him away as much as possible, he just weans through it and then just grabs you and just presses your body and your face like into him, and you just have this against like the gutsy wet shirt that he has on him. He's just like,
You did this to me.
Wet from tears.
You did this to me.
no, Todd, we did it together.
So
You did do it together.
Yes.
sounds like you're able to Hold your ground. This works. This is definitely a sixth member of the party. Welcome to the team.
Wait,
Why would you do this?
there's gonna be a new team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma, she killed the captain, so now she's the captain.
Oh, so Todd, like, are these your friends?
That works.
Todd,
I'm questioning whether or not they're my friends anymore.
Todd, these must be your friends.
We're all friends.
Hey guys, I'm Dean. I'm Todd's best friend.
Hi, Dean. I'm Evan.
I'm just like shaking my head.
I just look over at Todd for confirmation.
Just hard no shake.
You know, we got a lot of funny stories about Todd back at home, and there's there's a lot of good ones. I think we'll all get along. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Hard.
fish in here.
Yeah. So, Dean, this is the plan. And I'll fill you in.
I started eating some of the fish.
We
Yeah.
want to try and take care of that giant moon in the sky that looks rather threatening.
Yeah. It kind of looked like weird cheese.
Right.
Like-
And the weird part is
My God.
our
I always
logic
heard
is
the moon
rats
tastes
like the cheese, so we want to kill the rats to find out about the cheese.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because they know the most about cheese.
Now, to do this, we have to go to the next town over, but we want to make sure this cart
Yeah.
is around for us.
Right.
So your job is going to be to protect this cart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dean's getting a promotion, and he looks at Todd. He's just like, "See, you always go putting me down, and I'm getting the promotion, buddy."
Now,
How
Just
does it feel to be outranked?
the look of disdain upon Todd's face.
now we're gonna go ahead and see if I can get this thing going. Is it a horse cart or is
Yep.
it like what's the deal? So is the horses already at the cart?
Yep.
Okay.
And Dean also
Um,
reminds you he cannot, like, rein a horse.
That's fine. I'm hoping that I can give it a shot or someone. Either way, do we have enough
I'm sure I
supplies?
can manage.
Do we have enough supplies for the horses?
We got fish.
How's
Yeah.
the inventory of this cart going?
A lot of it is spilled. They pretty much brought fish for trade.
Any
Yeah.
grain?
Could we trade?
Sure,
some of
there
those?
can be some grain, like hay bales and stuff that people were sitting on.
You said they were like farmers on the way. You know anyone who might want to trade for like fish? Delicacy? I don't know.
Oh, dude, this is like out of the crate on the ground. It's
I don't think anyone's looking for fish with a big explosion in the sky.
Let's
today.
just scoop all that out. Unless, actually, here, this I imagine is pretty good.
Fine,
meat.
I'll eat it.
Right.
Are any of these fish still alive?
No.
D100.
D100. Alright, alright. A 55.
Yeah, there's a few live ones.
I want to grab one of the living ones and put it inside myself.
Okay.
Did you?
So that it's just like swimming
That-
through my body.
But does it? Are you full of like water? Or
Are you
It
cooking
needs
it,
water
or-
to
Hold on one
breathe
second.
and-
So hold on one
Yeah,
second.
like-
Hold on.
if I put a fish in Jello, it's not living too long. Like,
That's a fair point.
Another thing.
or are you eating the fish?
When, like, if I was to put a creature in my pocket and my pocket had stuff and the thing wanted to eat those things, it could.
hmm
You're like a giant wallet.
I am. This is true.
Some of the things
So
in
is
you
it-
might go missing.
So is the fish?
Where's it gonna
This is
go?
probably a bad idea. I'm not
Inside the
I'm
fish
not
that he
gonna
can
stuff-
just cut open and pull it back out?
That's true, yeah, but then he doesn't have fish.
Then
I
don't have
mean,
a
it'll
fish-
poop it out eventually.
Then I don't have a fish
Or
swimming
die
inside me.
trying.
Just like
And also, it'd probably suffocate because I'm not water.
Right. That's my
Yeah,
thought.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
you could be oxygenated blood kind of because you're a slime. I don't know. I don't know the makeup of this creature.
the fish is
I don't know
panicking. The fish is panicking.
I don't know. Is this how you eat? Do you just like the
Yeah, did you
blob
just
from
eat
that
that?
80s
And
movie?
did you-
Yeah, that's how I eat. I
And you
stuff things
specifically
in me.
picked a live one to eat.
You know what?
I noticed that.
What a great
I guess-
question.
Then again, it's not rotting. That's a good point. You know,
I take another
never
fish and
judge
throw
book by
it
its
in.
cover.
So can people put stuff into you
Yes.
by accident?
Assume.
With
Assume. Like I will assume that as long as it's these 5 people
Okay.
and not Dean, I am willingly allowing them to put things inside of my body and take them out.
I'm curious, and I think of a fish and I go, I'm gonna throw it at you again.
Just
It just kind of like plops into me and then like starts really slowly struggling to swim.
I just imagine like it goes head first and halfway in, and then it just like wriggles its way like into your body.
Yeah.
Ugh.
that's
I'm
horrifying.
uncomfortable.
Do you
I don't
shit
know how
out
I
the
feel about
bones?
That's weird.
Anyways, before we learn
It's
that the answer to that question, I think I'm going to try and figure out
It's
if I
like
can
the
get
mud
this thing
rivers,
going.
except you can see through it.
Yeah, let's try to get the cart going.
There's a horse up
Get the
front.
cart going.
Someone's got to be there. Just one person.
I will do it.
Okay. And you know you're gonna make animal handling checks.
With a +1, it's perfect.
All right. And with nothing to distract the horse in the sky, this should be simple.
Does anyone else have a higher animal handling?
No, Ron said he's
Nope.
gonna go.
I don't.
So I guess
Oh,
you guys get some of the crates and the bales of hay together in the back of the carriage here, and pack it all up, and find a way to sit down and make yourselves sort of comfortable as Evan heads out front and takes the spot of good old Chili, Captain Chili. You go to sit up there, and you can see that there's nice like loaves of bread to the side in a little basket, something that he could have been like nibbling on along the way.
Oh, I totally take a bite if it looks fresh.
Yeah, it's still
While
good.
he's doing this, I'm gonna fix up the crate that they damaged
Okay.
with Mending.
Okay.
Like, I'm kind of just like wood welding it together.
Okay. For sure. Then, Evan, give me the first animal handling check.
Woo! 19.
+1?
No, just total.
Oh, okay.
18 +1.
All right, we'll say that goes for a good amount of distance. So you want to bring the horse and carriage west?
Yes. Because we heard that they had a rat problem, or at least that might have been where it originated.
That's correct. Okay. The horse and buggy here begins to take off to the west. It's kind of just like at a trotting speed, but at least it's taking you all along for the ride.
Easy enough.
And
You guys look all right back there.
yeah, Evan, things are going great.
I'm trying to practice my flute skills. Like,
I am just going to attempt to sleep this night through.
No, you guys just came off like a long rest, like no more than like an hour or so ago. Like 2
Yeah,
hours
we're going
ago.
to charge through the night and through the following day. Keep that in mind. And hopefully sleep the following night. Because I am buzzing from pulling out that corium, seeing it, and be like, yes.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, Todd, I gotta ask you a few questions, man.
You will not get a single answer. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to eat. You don't need to breathe.
Oh my gosh, you're such an asshole. God damn it.
I just wanted to ask how you got such cool friends. You know, just I guess it makes sense because you're just so cool too.
Oh, honey.
Because yes.
He's so
See,
cool.
you're just a good mate, aren't you?
Yeah, Todd is a really good guy.
No, we're saying you're a good guy.
Oh, thanks. You know, nobody. Todd never says anything nice to me like that.
You were hanging out with the wrong crowd back there.
True, it's true.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Dean looks over and thought he's just like, maybe there was the wrong people.
Aww.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, why Todd never say anything nice about Dean? We were partners on the boat for so long. Dean helped you out all those times you fell over the boat.
And
You found the boat?
there was a boat.
Sounds like you fell off the boat a lot.
He did. He always chasing things out in water in the mist.
What kinds of things would he chase?
I don't know.
Look, I kept hearing voices, and then I found out what the voice was.
It was just
What was
Dean.
the voice?
It was just Dean all along, and there.
No, Dean, I wasn't chasing you.
Dean, have you met his ghost dad?
What?
What a great
My what?
question.
Yeah.
Your dad's still alive, man.
But
No,
No,
he's
no,
not.
apparently he's not.
Yeah, man.
He's apparently really dead.
No, he was
Dead.
like back. We left him back at Boneport there, man.
Apparently
No.
that's not his dad.
That's not my dad.
No, I'm pretty sure Blake is like your dad, man.
Blake's not my dad.
You guys look like exactly the same. And you
we
guys
don't.
totally
We
don't.
look literally no different.
Exactly the same.
I do not look like Blake.
Mhm.
Blake is some dumb shit who happens to live in my house.
Think about it.
Uh-huh.
The ghost is an asshole,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
and Todd is also an asshole.
Oh, he's
So
only
they're
kind of
definitely
met
related.
Mm.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to convince this man that he's an asshole. He seems pretty loyal to him.
I think someone got mixed up somewhere. Hey, Dean.
Yeah, buddy. What's up, big guy?
Dumbass Blake's not my dad. He doesn't look anything like me.
But like, he's gotta be your dad.
Can you
He's-
conjure
he's
an image of your dad?
Oh, I can conjure a little bit more of an images of my dad. You can be sure of that.
I guess the question is, how important is it that your friend here believes you?
Not particularly important.
Okay.
Does your ghost dad have a name?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, what's your dad's name so we don't just call him Ghost Dad?
It was Blake.
That is a good question. Hey, Ghost Dad, what's your name?
How do you not know your dad?
That was not one of the first questions you asked him. You were
what is your dad's name? Actually, I don't know my dad's name. I can't
Oi,
even
oi,
find
oi.
it.
So-
Six
If he
Silver
says
says
Beelzebub,
that
I'm going
his
to kill
ghost
someone.
dad's name is Dad Ghost. 6 Silver. Bet it right now.
Okay.
So Ghost Dad is just going to appear in the seat right next to Dean. Just kind of materialize there.
Oh my god, it's back. This is the thing that chased us out of the forest.
This thing is Todd's dad.
And he's gonna hold out his hand towards the group for whoever wants to shake, and he's gonna say,
My name is Anthrax. Nice to meet you.
What?
Anthrax.
I'm gonna reach out and shake his hand and say, "That's an absolutely awful name, mate. Your parents hate it."
I kind of chose it for myself.
God damn it.
What the hell is wrong
You
with your family?
motherfucker. Oh my god. There's no fucking way.
This has been cross campaign approved.
Oh
Shit!
my god.
Shit! I need a drink. Holy shit!
You have no idea how hard it was for me to not say anything to Connor.
I'll break under that.
Yep.
I've known the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I helped Will make this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You absolute motherfucker.
So as you guys may not know, in Curse of Strahd, he played Anthrax the whole game until I killed him.
Not the whole
Until
game.
I killed him at level 4, and then his body, his soul went into a little girl's body, and then he played Corona the whole way through until he tried to get like the whole vessel of like the entire land, and I just yoinked his.
Tried to take over all of Barovia.
Yeah, take over all of Barovia, and then I just
Didn't work out
yoinked.
well.
I just yoinked his soul back out, and I was just like, "Your life's over, man." And then the girl went on to take over Barovia, and he was just like, "Fuck!" And then like Anthrax just fades into existence. Like,
I thought that New Hawk sent him to a mountain because I thought that was turtle heaven, but it just turned out to the top of the mountain.
Oh, he was there for a little bit.
Yeah.
He got out. He found his way out.
yeah. So
Oh my god.
there's a little
Yeah.
bit more to
No,
it,
no.
but yes, somebody got out.
Bored of being on makeout point and was all like, "Oh, hey, I have a kid. Let's say hi."
Oh my gosh. This is incredible. I'm so excited for this.
That was good.
It was so hard for me to not say anything.
Definitely worth the payout. Definitely worth the payout.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
do
I'm just gonna look back and say that name sounds exotic.
Oh yeah, I picked it up here and there on the Sword Coast.
I don't know. Can you be poisoned?
No.
Okay.
Aww.
And he shakes. And it is awesome.
Dean wants to shake Anthrax's hand. Does
He does
Todd
not.
let him?
I think that's up to Anthrax.
That's up to
I'm sorry, buddy. You're a little squishy for me. Little slimy. More slimy than the frog. And that's big.
It was
Just clean
Hey.
up. Just clean up back
Yeah,
there, Dean,
it's
and I'm
fair
sure
enough.
it's okay.
But yes, damage immunity to poison. I love this. This is great.
My god, he can carry the frog into battle.
Yes. Well, no. He can only carry about 15 pounds.
I'm a frog.
His strength is... Well, how much does he weigh?
I don't know how much Grunge weighed.
14 pounds.
14.95 pounds.
Now that you mention it.
So Grung's weigh about 30 pounds.
Oh.
He is about double the amount that a Spectre can lift.
Minus
So
an
2
EPS.
hands. I'm hearing 2 hands.
Just 2 hands, lift
Yep.
with your legs, not your back.
Exactly. Get those knees.
Lift with your ghost legs.
So, Evan, as you are continuing along the trail here, you notice that another caravan is coming in your direction. You can see that there's one where there's also a horse pulling their carriage, but this one seems a bit more lavished than yours. You can see that this one has lanterns that hang off of the sides and chimes and bells and almost like trinkets that float in the wind and catch the wind and just make like some whistling sounds, and it's almost like a mystical little caravan that's coming along here. As you can see a hand like protrude up from its driver's seat and begin to wave at you, and you can see that there's a woman with this bushy black hair that's like down across her shoulders, and you can see that she's in like this frilly, like flavorful and colorful outfit. As your guys' carts begin to like come closer to one another, she just begins to yell out to you. She's just like, "Hello over there! Hello!"
I just try and stop the horses. And, hi! I just wave. Fellow travelers.
Give me another animal handling check to stop the horse.
12.
Yeah. You're able to slow the horses down as she comes to a stop as well. You can see that hers has like doors on either side of her carriage here, and it's got like these foggy windows on either side, and it's almost got like a little overhang as well, almost for shade, but there's no seats or anything like that. Her seems very like magical, and it's just like this whimsical kind of traveling cart. She goes,
Alex, do we know who this is?
"No, it's a woman."
I know.
No,
Do
it
we
is
know
not
who this
Esmeralda.
is?
No, it's not
Okay.
Esmeralda. No, it's not Esmeralda.
Okay, just checking.
I already tried to send your nephew to go get Kite, goddammit.
I know.
Not Tarku's long-lost cousin.
Everyone's just completely wound up and ready for more straw campaign reveals.
I've already been teased with anthrax.
We are free now!
And out pops the caravan. It's just everyone. No.
Alright, so
And
I wave.
my name
It's
is
like,
Kite on the Wind, and I heard you had a fucking problem. That's how he's gonna get introduced, I'm telling you.
All right, save that line. She's just like, "Oh, that's a pretty beat up cut that you got there. My name is Delilah."
hey there, Delilah.
What's it like?
Oh, God.
Didn't think this one through. Didn't think it was gonna be a problem.
You did this to yourself.
I do it all
You
to myself.
absolutely did.
She goes, "Are you interested in some trade?"
I mean, always.
Like
Right.
fish?
She hears that from like the inside of the cart. She's like, "Oh, are you traveling with friends as well?" "As am I."
Yeah, I got a cart full. There's a lot of fishy business going on in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here.
oh, it's like a fish and chip.
No, lots of fish, no chips.
Oh,
I'm like rapidly bandaging up my arms and body to make myself back into a people-looking thing.
We're gonna jump off the old block right here.
Hey.
well, whatever's going on in your caravan. Welcome everybody. I would like to play a little bit of a game before we get to trading.
Game.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. If
What kind of
I don't know how many of you there are, but if all you have is fish to offer, I will take your money for trade. But you know, I'd like to play a little game first.
Good fish.
Are you
Alright, but
just
you
a
should
gambler?
know I'm terribly lucky, and you should never play me in a game.
Well, I'm not gambling anymore. You guys can gamble all you want.
Right. Well, do all of you like come out of the cart, or are you just speaking through the walls of the cart?
I find
I'm
It
glad
would take me
we're
around
popping our head
the
through the
walls.
a
window.
minute to
I'm gonna
to
get out, but I'm gonna sneak underneath the cart. So I just like
You get smushed.
Yeah, don't get smushed. Okay.
Well, no, I'm like between the wheels, so if
You
it goes, I will
You see Dean gets out and he's just like,
get
oh
run
my
over.
god, she's really pretty.
I'll say a 7 out of 10. Definitely not anything on my books, though.
Honestly,
I get out of the cart finally after I'm fully dressed.
oh, you put your... Why do you... Even Dean have lots of questions about you.
You start talking in the third person.
Hey, why don't you go back to sitting down talking to your dad or something? Just like, how about you figure out whatever that is going on?
Gertie's gonna backhand him and tell him not to be rude.
Backhand Dean?
I'm just gonna snap my fingers like, guys, we're being rude. You're out for us a game.
Listen, act like you've been somewhere.
Okay.
Gertie more.
I have lots of whimsical, magical things for sale. And they're up for sale only for those who can figure out my riddle.
Do we all work together on this riddle, or is it one by one?
No, you guys can work together, but I'm going to give you a time limit before she gives up on your process.
What kind of time limit?
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you the time limit either. Jesus.
Well, I mean, the time limit can be anywhere from 2 minutes to like 2 seconds.
You run that risk.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you miss every shot you don't take, so let's shoot our shot and see what we got.
And like she waves her hand back towards her trolley here, and you can see that the glass where it was all foggy begins to fade and it becomes clear, and you can see that there's like pearls, you can see that there's boots, cloaks, you can see that there's like jars of all kinds like inside the caravan through the glass before she waves her hand again and it becomes mist.
Okay. Well, now I'm intrigued.
Glass of revealing, gotta love it.
Is that what that is?
Yeah,
Very good.
It's a pretty standard magic trick.
I don't know.
Well, you all let me know when you're ready.
Go.
Ready when you are, love.
Okay.
So I personally wrote this one.
Oh shit.
So it's not gonna make any sense.
Just don't show us the rating.
It's typed, asshole.
Okay.
He had to type it so he could read it back.
You're not wrong.
Job rating was written first.
The riddle is, how many are in the house? The sun was setting. When was with who in the garden? When asked who where was? Who remembered they saw what where with how why? But where last? When went inside to find how why? But where was what where? How why told when what where was out getting whose walnuts? How why joined who outside? How many are in the house?
Oh shit, some of them were outside. Crap. I was just counting names. I got like 6 names.
Can you send that to us?
Wait, 0.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything.
Seven.
I'm
No,
saying 0 is in the
not all of
house.
them were in the house.
Pretty sure the whole.
I really need to read that again. I'm fucking lost.
Repeat it.
Wait, you sent it in a message? Hold up.
Right.
No, I don't
No,
think
he
you
didn't
did.
send it
No,
to
you
me.
didn't send it.
Oh.
Just reread it one more time.
Alex?
No, it's being a dick.
Alex? Alex?
He's not going to. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think?
I mean,
I
it's like
counted-
a terrible riddle, but
I counted 6 people.
Well, to hear it once.
I counted 6 people, but I think only 2 were in the house at any point.
I think you're right. I think the first 2 were in the house because they were asking where the other ones were, and the other ones were outside.
Let's go with 2.
I'll go with 2.
My original thought was 0, but go with 2 then.
So it's unanimous.
Sure.
You guys answer with 2. And she goes, "Oh, maybe you're not quite the barters I'm looking for." Toodaloo. She kind of
What was
waves
the
her
answer?
fingertips, and she gets back into the trolley. "You all have a good time now." And she just cracks the whips, and the horse trolley goes on.
As it leaves, Anthrax is gonna stick his hand through the wall and grab something at random.
It goes to go
Oh,
through the
no.
wall.
Just right out the back. Just
Yep. You go to see as the trolley continues. There's 2 guardsmen on the back side of it with large halberds and pistols on either sides of their like sides.
and they just see an item. Flip.
It can't go through the wall either.
Oh, so he just drops it and it just keeps going. Alright, whatever.
It's just like I
No
just think of
love
like something like going.
All right.
I drag
Yeah.
Continue on.
Like when you have like the Half-Life gun and you're like trying to drag something, and it's just hitting the wall. It's like. Doo-doo.
All right, folks, load up.
Yeah. She was bad at riddles anyway.
That was a terrible riddle.
Terrible.
No, it's, the thing is,
riddle was
to
terrible.
hear it only once and give us a time limit, you get halfway through the riddle before you realize you're naming names and not asking questions.
That's not even good. Like
Well, it's not that. It's
But either way, no harm, no
made,
foul.
It's made to be deliberately confusing by using nothing but pronouns, which isn't a riddle. Like, by definition, it's not a riddle, it's a tongue twister. Totally different, and it's a
Semantics.
terrible riddle.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
not-
Manchester with an
semantic.
answer.
You're saying who, what, when, where, why, who, what, when, where, why, who, what, when, where, why, 50 times to confuse somebody. That's not a riddle. That's a tongue twister.
It
There
doesn't
is
even-
an actual difference.
We wouldn't have been able to afford anything. They didn't think she had it anyway.
No, it's fine. Like, we ain't
Yeah.
got any money.
We got fish.
All right.
You have fish. And I
Oh,
do have
yeah.
a drift globe, but I'm not good.
We have fish. We.
Continue on.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's next?
You guys continue. Actually, yeah. Anyways, you guys continue going to the west before you find yourselves at the long bridge where the water like trickles away, and you guys can see like after the bridge here is like a civilization or a city even. You can see that there's like a town and some like large boarded up walls, but almost like scout towers out at the sides. You guys did hear that this was like a place where soldiers were, or fighters even, were being developed to guard other towns. As you can see, like there's those scout towers on the top of these large stone walls protecting the outside of the town.
Oh, now there are guards.
Well, the other place was being deserted because they were all going to that new town that they were talking about, or being eaten by rat people. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or, you know, dying in the sewers from poisonous mushrooms.
Yeah.
Well,
Good is
that was to get-
uncomfortable.
Well, no, actually, that was to get out. I mean, but sorry. Yeah.
But yes.
Okay.
So, what do we see?
Yeah, so there's
How
the...
old is this fish now, anyways, that we have?
You guys traveled it for about a day.
Okay, it should be okay-ish.
Maybe for your stomach.
I mean, it's good for grunts.
Yeah.
A grung will eat it, I guess.
Yeah, you guys can
I'll
see
think
that
about it. If I
the,
get leftovers with fish, it'll just be like...
the gates here at this town are fully closed.
Wait, what time of day is it when we get there?
It doesn't seem like anything has changed, as the moon has not even budged or moved. For how much time?
Oh.
For, like, reference on how much time it's been.
Is there any way we can tell what the time is? Because I think you're saying like because that thing's in the sky constantly, we don't know.
It makes sense. It's there like ever twilight.
You could
Yeah,
get
but
you
we'd
could
still be able
guess
to tell how many hours we've been awake.
you could guess it's been like a few more hours that you guys traveled that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably closer to midnight, maybe 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it doesn't seem like it's changed or moved in any way.
And this town has all its gates shut.
Yes.
There are no guards standing standing guard on the outside. Or
You can see
inside.
that they're up in the scout towers, actually. Up, like,
Let's see.
built on top of the structure of the walls there. You can see, like, there's movement that go, like, side to side, where there's, like, people actually watching and, like, observing down, like, below from the walls.
I guess I'm gonna take out my drift globe and just start, like it's one of the touch-on lights, just start triggering it over and over and over and making an SOS message.
Oh fuck! I had mending too. Shit.
I think we all have many.
I do not.
As that becomes a thing that's noticed, they're just like, hey, down there, travelers!
Breaking news.
State your business! Where you come from?
Well, mate, we heard you had a rat problem.
No, there's no rat problem. What are you...
Everywhere has a rat problem.
How would they know?
Seems to be.
How would they know about our rat problem? State your business.
The mayor from the next town over told us he's kind of a drunk arsehole. He also killed a dude and stole his gun and ran us out of town.
Yeah. He was kind of an asshole about it.
You mean Casey?
The rats attacked the
Casey?
plane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Casey. He
okay.
stole a guy's gun.
Casey.
You guys got chased out of town by that wet noodle?
No,
chased
no,
out.
not
Unbelievable.
chased out of town. We just left because he got a gun and he's kind of a drunk bastard. And I don't want to be around a drunk bastard who's got a
We
gun.
actually have his hat, so just to prove it.
Kirby's just gonna yell out, "What have you noticed about the moon lately?"
That's why we got doors shut. Keep out riffraff.
You know what the hell that is?
They all look up and they're just like, no, it's kind of why we're on like a bit of a shutdown. State your business. What do you
Like we
want?
said, mate, we heard you had a rat problem. Lay it out.
Yeah.
Rats attacked the town we came from, and we figured, hey, we can help sort out the problem on this one too, because we sorted out that problem quick.
We figure they seem to like the moon, and yeah, maybe they've got something to do with it.
Maybe you let us in. Maybe you
We're gonna come down and see what you have. Make sure you're not.
It's
bringing
really just a
anything
lot of fish and this thing here. And
It's
I, like,
good fish.
tap it a couple more times and like do the SOS message all over again.
You can see that he waves his hand across, and you can see that the front doors begin to open.
Oh, see, that's like slightly cooler than a light, but only slightly.
And you're able to bring the wagon up to the doors here. As you can see that there's 4 towns guard who come straight out with spears and swords like to their sides, and are able to like surround you guys very quickly. And even from up above, the man that you were talking to pulls out like a bow and arrow.
Well, do what you
That's
have
a
to
little
do.
hostile.
Do your searches. Do what you need to. We
And they
got
just-
nothing to hide.
They just ask
Yeah, we
everyone.
could borrow this from some fish merchants.
Your story's starting to get a little bit stranger the more you speak.
I know it's very fishy.
Look, life's strange to me. There is literally a giant hunk of corium floating above our heads. Shit's weird.
Yeah, that's why you can't take.
Yeah.
You gotta take every measure you have to.
Well, you think
Look at
I'm
that.
lying to you, mate?
So they
You had a rat problem?
they pretty much ask all of you to get out.
Oh, I was out to begin with.
Okay.
All right, I guess I step out.
And they begin like
I jump out like happily, like
they begin to like frisk each of you for like what weapons that you have or like magical
no,
items or
don't-
anything.
Don't have frisk it, please.
I
Like,
present mine
before
like
they
trophies.
before they even come up to me, I'm like turning out the pockets of my robe to reveal, hey, I've got a dagger,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a bag of sand, I've got a small knife used for like cutting open seals on scrolls.
No.
My
I just
dagger
put
and
down
my
what I have, so
crossbow.
like I have already the rapier and the knife. I'm like, just don't touch me, because that's not good.
And a rather expensive looking pistol covered in duct tape.
So I put like a kind of fancy rapier and a dirty ass favorite knife on the ground.
Favorite knife.
I hand over my light crossbow and my dagger.
So as they're all like inspecting the things that you have, 2 of them go around Mixo real quick, and they're just like, "We're gonna go to the side real quick with you. Come with us."
Alright. I'm gonna follow along with them.
I'm keep observing it intently.
So they're gonna walk about 50 feet away, and they're gonna put
Okay.
their backs towards the rest of the party here, and they're just like, "So, how did you hear about some rat problem that we're having?"
Like I told you, mate, we heard it from the mayor in the next town, Casey. And he got really drunk, stole a gun from a dead dude's body, and yeah,
Things must be getting worse.
we had to
over
get
there.
out of town. He's going around killing people, taking the guns.
Right. Things are getting worse over there as well. Then, so
Yeah, we killed off all those rats. And they said something about the moon up there, so we wanted to come over here and see what your rat problem's all about, and if we can help, and maybe they know some shit about the giant chunk of corium floating above our heads.
nobody here seems to understand what's going on either. But just know that a lot of people here don't even seem to trust each other right now.
I mean, that's fair.
We've found a couple of these rats among our people. They've been hiding out. We can't sort it down. It seems like they seem to know a little bit too much information on the town, and they've been stealing from us. Or we've been finding them taking away armor and weapons, gold, food, provisions.
I'm nodding along,
Mhm.
and then I'm like, alright, I think I see what you mean here. So, we're going to do... And I, like, hold up my hands and air quotes, absolutely nothing about the rats. And you're not going to get in our way of us doing that. Sound fair?
The problem is, we will get in the way, especially if you harm any of our people. We're
Well, we're not gonna do that.
we're trying to investigate everybody. That's why nobody's trusting one another.
Well, we're not from here. That means
That's
you can trust us.
that's why other people might not trust you even more.
Even better.
Yes, it's been ongoing that some of our things at the armory and the smithery, the smithing stations have gone missing, but none of you seem too threatening. Nothing that we couldn't handle.
We're just here to get to the bottom of the rat problem and see if they've got anything to do with the moon. You know, being a lot closer than it should be, and, you know, now made out of cheese.
Cheese?
Corium.
Cheese. Rats. Okay. He
Tell you what, we'll do our poking around, and just in case anybody is not keen on our snooping, you get to be disavowed of it. We're a bunch of outsiders coming around and poking things and stirring up a hornet's nest.
well, no.
Whatever falls on us, and gets you more information than you had before.
Well, no. We got a captain, Eloy, and one of his men, Owen, going around questioning people, kind of one by one, and we're trying to scout everything out. We're trying to figure out what's going on. But yeah, you guys aren't threatening enough to, or seem to be part of those viper gangs from up north.
Oh lord, no, those guys are assholes.
They are assholes.
No, we've nothing to do with them.
We've even found some of our
problem for you here.
from some of the weapons that have been stolen. We've found that they have some of them somehow.
Who's they?
The vipers.
Maybe the rats are stealing it and selling it to the vipers.
But how?
Could
The
be that
town's
the
on
vipers just kind of take whatever they want.
the town's on lockdown. Like, not
The
locked down
sewers.
enough, but we're not letting anybody in, is what I'm saying.
Well, it could be something to do with sewers.
Yes.
Or if they're a spellcaster,
The sewer
you'd be
grates.
hard pressed to catch a spellcaster doing gnarly, nasty shit if they don't want you to.
What about your sewer grates?
The sewer grates are on the outside of the town here. As he points off to towards the river. Alright, come on in. A lot of you.
Oh,
He turns to walk back to the caravan here. He's just like, yep. If they check out, the rest of them check out, let them in. It's fine. Let them in.
All right.
So as you guys begin to walk into the new town, Ripvale, you can see that this is more of a town with like a lot of cobblestone and a lot of there's like a lot of hardworking people again in this place, but you see a lot more people are fitted with weapons like right on their body, and a lot of them seem fitted to actually be able to use them. You can see that there's a large barracks in the center of town. You can see that to the north is another entrance on the way, like in and out of town. There's a bar to the most northwest. It's got like lanterns on the outside of it. It seems to be open even as of now. Just near the
Holy
entrance.
shit, do they have a mugging jug?
wait.
Just to the north of you guys, so northeast, because you guys came from the east of town, you can see that there's like a roaring armory. Beside that looks like a fancy stationed building. There's also stairs that are like built into the sides of the walls that lead upwards towards like the upper part of the walls that surround this area. And then down to the southeast looks like stables and a couple of like stations and huts that have like these long tables where you can imagine people would either like just go to talk or it'd be like a place a lot of people can sit and eat at. And then to the southwest is a lot of like camping houses, like tents and small, like small housing for a lot of the people here as well.
I think you mean ghetto.
In the ghetto.
On a cold and gray Chicago morning, another young baby child is born in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
Well, first off, we need to go to the Mugs and Jugs.
Yes. Speaking of,
acquire some rooming because we don't want to be sleeping out of the back of this fish-covered
Wagon.
van.
Wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, I'm sure I could get a fine sleep in a puddle of fish. I'm not so sure about the rest of them.
And they could get a good nap in you too.
Well, you know.
But
I'm unfortunately married, sir.
so
Let's
yeah,
tell
that's
you.
a good point. Let's see if we can head to the bar. What are we gonna do with the cart? Is there a place for like a stable?
Well,
Place where we can store
yeah,
the
there's
cart?
a stables one.
yeah, I said food, stables, and like an eating hall. Like
South,
an eating
the
area.
southeast.
Yep.
Okay,
Southeast
yeah.
is yeah.
Let's take it there and like drop it off.
Maybe we can sell some fish.
We're gonna have to have Dean guard it, which means we're gonna have to convince Dean to do a job.
Yeah, you guys seen like the time that they were like frisking everybody down? Like Dean seemed really worried that he had to give up his wrench.
It's alright, man. It's alright. Did they take our weapons from us, or did they give them
No.
back?
They gave them back.
Okay.
They just wanted to inspect exactly what you had. But they never went through Evan's bag, I don't think. To like maybe you stashed it up on the top there.
Just made it non-consequential so that they didn't care.
Right.
Did everything I could to just talk about everything besides that with my charismatic, not really, attitude.
Okay.
Better yet, like they open the bag and it's just full of nuts and bolts down to the bottom. And they're just like, I am not fucking rooting for that.
Yeah.
So
That looks like a fistful of tetanus right there.
Yeah. It's like, I see some sharp edges.
That's definitely a rust.
This
Avoid it
bag
all.
feels like
That might be
it's full
blood
of
from the
needles.
last guy.
Let me dig it deeper.
Here.
Nope. More needles.
That's how my cousin in the last town went. Band-aids, Dota, fixed tetanus.
No, that's the fucked up thing. They don't even have band-aids. They got a fucking elf temple thought. With good vibes.
I mean, they had
Look,
bandages. They said they had bandages.
So I'm gonna go to the washroom quick. Then we'll come back to the bar, I guess.
The elf thoughts can kiss the boo-boos all they want. Doesn't change the fact that tetanus gonna kill you.
Yeah.
They can kiss whatever they want. Tetanus is gonna kill you. They just might show you a good time while it kills you. You won't notice the lockjaw set in.
So, the rats in the last town were ballsy enough to step out of the light and make themselves known. I wonder if the ones in this town are the same.
Well,
I think
they,
the ones in this town are gonna be a little sneakier because they know people are looking for them.
but the
they
guards
know
also
people
said that they've been sneaking around disguise as well, so they're doing it here too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as badly, but everyone's also armed now. So
Well, yeah, a lot harder to commit crimes when everybody's looking out for you and they have a sword. So
this is
there's
America.
that.
These rats were also stealing armor. That's kind of a big issue. Big-ish.
Man, I'm gonna be so pissed if we have to deal with storm vermin.
Yeah.
Or
I asked it because I was
fucking
hoping I
distills.
was because I know it, and I was like, I hope that Alex didn't read about that part in Warhammer where this game just decided to make a second move for no fucking reason.
Oh boy.
I'm really not looking forward to dealing with Alex's version of Jezebel's.
Yeah.
So whenever we get done in this town, we can always head north, but not go to Fox Hollow, and just take the long loop around to the new town, and then back down, and then back to your hometown. It seems like that's twice the distance, so that'd take whole days travel.
Well, as you said, there might be caverns. If we can check out the sewers here, we might be able to find other ways. But no, you'd have to map that out.
It'd be on foot underground versus in carriage above ground. Then again, if we don't go the right way, like we pass through, we would have to go through that one.
Do you have the map?
Goblin Town.
Do you have the map up? Ron,
No.
do you want it?
It's in the chat, isn't it?
It is. We just gotta.
I just have the map saved because I made it. So whenever we're playing, I just pull it up.
You know what? I'm just gonna save it too. Hold on.
Might as well.
So where are we now? We're in the one that's.
We're in Ripvale, which is the town in the little V where the river splits.
Okay.
That is correct.
The walled up.
No, it's not walled up. Ripvale on this map doesn't have walls. Alex added those. But it's more like...
It's like a barracks.
It's
kind
more
of.
like an army base than anything else.
Oh, okay. I looked in the wrong direction. I looked towards the east, not the west. I got you.
Yeah. Right where the river splits.
Mm-hmm.
Down by the river.
So, like, whenever we get done here, whenever we're done doing our investigations or whatever here, we could take and head north and go up and around the loop, back down towards Munderick, and then east to Brigsenberg. I mean, I know that's kind of a long trek. But we don't want to hit Fox Hollow.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
We don't need to
see
go
what-
back to Munderick that we know of just yet. And that would take us down through the farms that Evan and I had gone through originally.
And if we wiped out some more goblins along the way, I'm sure the townsfolk there would care.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be good for everybody involved.
Alrighty then.
Anyway, Alex?
Yeah. So as you guys are walking through the town here, you can see that many of the people do have like light armor on. Some of them have helmets of different kinds. A lot of them have different types of weapons. But you can hear that there's like loud yelling coming from the training barracks, which is like the center bit in the town here. As you can see, like there's these the walls, but there's many doors, like many entrances, which are just kind of like archways that you could walk through to even get into this area. And you can hear that like there's a bunch of yelling from the center of the barracks in here as you guys make your way over to the bar.
Well, this place seems homey. Do we notice any rat-like activity?
Like
from what you've noticed before? Like hooded, like cloaks.
Noses sticking out of like cloaks and dumb stuff like that.
Nope. There's lots.
Do we notice any guys with like daggers going after random birds, going yes,
Nothing yet.
or like a pair of rats on a hamster wheel with like spikes coming out of the front. Something like that, right?
Somehow it just rides right to the center of town. No, Nobody blinks an eye.
You didn't get it, but I'm referencing the best model in all of Warhammer Fantasy, the Doom Wheel.
Don't give him ideas, damn it.
No, fuck that. I want to fight a Doom Wheel.
No.
Oh,
No.
fuck you. Then I'm going to say rattling gun.
That's even worse.
Look. Rattling guns
maybe
are
not
pretty
as
dull.
versus-
I do not want to fight Jezebels. I have seen Jezebels take out fucking whole squadrons.
Y'all are just giving
The
him
whole
ideas.
table away.
What's wrong with you?
Because I enjoy making people squirm, and that's why I'm a DM. So when my DM has ideas, I can't help but help them.
Fair.
God forbid.
Like, you know, when they're my players, I get to make them squirm and just like not enjoy things. So it's only fair if it's reciprocal, you know.
So there's a few lanterns outside of this bar that you come to see, and you can see that there's like an image on the front of a door of like a pounding fist towards you, and you can see that there's a little board of wood that hangs to the side of the door, and it sways side to side, and it's called the Hungry Fist Bar.
Hungry Fist.
Damn it! There's still no mugs and jugs.
I'm sure this is
country
place
coming
is
to.
Is it yellow?
adequate.
No, it's like a dark brown.
Oh.
It's a successor chapter. Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Want to go in?
Oh yes. might
And
as
we
well.
go.
So as you guys
This
go,
was my fun.
I'm just gonna go in behind everyone.
and Dean is supposed to look after the cart.
Yes.
Okay.
He's supposed to make sure.
Do I have to
everybody-
pay for the stables? Like there's a stable boy or anything? Like, or
No, fuck them. They didn't ask for money.
okay.
We're not legally obligated to give them money until they ask for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like you're taking up too much space either. There's nobody else, no other travelers that are in this area as of right now.
Oh,
So you guys-
they're wanting our money. They want us to spend it into their economy.
You can see that you go into the Hungry Fist Bar, and there's, like you walk in, and it seems a little bit busy, but you can see around the bar there's a fruitful amount of different types of species, just like there has been just about anywhere else. There's the half-orcs, the elves, there's lots of different people. There's humanoids, and again, it's just this wide-open bar with lots of seating, but at the back of the building is where like the long row or the long bar table is, where you go and get some drinks or any food. You can see around, there's a lot of like turned over chairs. You can see that this is a place where it may live up to its reputation of its name.
Famished. Let's get some food.
Mm.
Put along the. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Animals?
suppose I could use a mug of grog.
I mean, there's a lot of fish in the cart, but a drink would be good too.
Now you're thinking.
Yeah. I need to hydrate, anyways.
Fair.
Oh!
That's why you're swimming around in the puddle.
What? Yeah. I was thinking, when's the last time at time when I did jump in the tub, what time would that have been? Would I have known?
About 3 or 4 hours ago. It was pre the travel and pre the fight. So maybe even 5 to 6 hours ago. So still lots of time. Still lots of time.
What would the time of that been?
It was like afternoon. It was just before you guys went out to sundown. So like.
So just afternoon?
Yeah.
So what afternoon? Okay.
As you guys like walk throughout the bar here, a small group of people see like your mixed group. And it's just like you can see like they're darting eyes, and a lot of people are like whispering to one another. as you guys are like making your way through. Some like you guys have one guy who's got like a big hat on, who's like fully bandaged, and then the other one is the grung. Like it's very out of the norm that a grung does come to the surface, let alone work with a pack of people.
Well, you can tell he's on a
And then
rat.
also you've got the mummy,
That's what I said, yeah.
an old lady,
Mhm.
and an emo. And then there's Evan, who's like the most normal looking out of all of us.
Isn't he basically running around decked out like Isaac Clarke?
Yeah, essentially, like I'm in like
Yeah.
Like I said, the most normal looking out of all
without
of us.
the helmet.
Without the-
Just this armored up dude.
Armor's normal.
Fully medium armor.
Yeah, as you
But
guys
yeah.
go up to the bar here, you can see that there's a gentleman at the head of the bar here. He goes, With all the gates closed, you guys don't seem to be from around here at all. What can we do for you?
Food for my belly. How much coin do you need?
And beer.
I don't know.
2 beers, yeah.
Why'd they let you in?
Well,
What do you mean? Why'd they let us in?
we all kind of lean in. You want to tell him?
I don't know. You're just not a familiar
I
face.
lean in and
and-
I'm like, so we heard you guys were having a rat problem, and well, the last time we were in, a bunch of rats attacked us, talking about the moon up there, and you know, we figured maybe we can help out, get down to this whole giant exploding moon business.
Yeah, and we had a thing where nobody knew was coming into town for good reason. They were trying to
Well-
sort this out with the people here, so some new faces kind of look a little suspicious, you know?
Your guards didn't tell us this on the way in. This is on them.
Your guards let us in. You might want to take that up with them.
Besides, we're not from town. You were having these problems before we arrived, so you know we're safe.
And I reach
Yeah.
in to pull out some coin to pay for food that I still haven't received.
Oh, you guys are a little snarky at the same time. You think you can just throw around a bit of money and we just do what you want? You can hear a couple of
No.
like, you can hear a couple
This
of
is
the
not a
chairs
place where you
like,
purchase food. I mean, I thought this was a place where you purchased
I
food.
mean, this is a bar.
With
Yeah.
money.
We
I'm
pay
sorry.
for food, not banter.
you can hear like a couple of the chairs like squeak back
Alright.
as like a couple of people like begin to stand up.
Anthrax is gonna start moving into position.
Oh, so that sign was literal? Okay.
Gertie's gonna start uncomfortably coughing and just be like, I'm so sorry for these young kids. You see, they're taking me through the country. I'm just an old woman traveling by myself, and I've picked up all of these youthful, attitude-filled youngsters along with me to keep me safe. And
Alex, are there raptors here?
I'm afraid they're a bit more mouthy than what I had expected. You'll have to forgive their manners. I have been trying to teach them, but they just don't have no respect.
Are you trying to like persuade him that you are like, they're good people, they're just mouthy?
Yeah,
Then give me
they're like,
give me a persuasion check.
they're good kids. I've got them under control. Please don't start a fucking bar fight.
Especially when
I'm
it's
going to
bonfire.
give her aid.
And I look
Because
behind.
I'm
Like,
proficient in it.
is everyone standing up? Do they have weapons, or they just want to punch?
That's a 21.
Oh, never mind.
Nice.
Well, you guys know that you stand out a little bit more than that sore thumb. So maybe just settle them down a little bit. It'll be fine. Is he like waves his hand by you guys and you can see that the attention that was being made about a couple of the people standing up from their seats begin to sit back down, but they like don't stop locking eyes with you guys. Right.
Oh,
How much for the chicken?
We don't have
I'm
chicken.
like
We got a stew.
confused right now. Okay.
What's in the stew?
We got
Sounds good.
We got a hot beef stew.
Got any
So-
beer?
Yeah, lots of beer.
One
Oh,
beer?
that sounds lovely.
It is
Sounds
lovely.
like just the thing that we need.
You know, we got a bunch of fish. I don't know if you put that in stews or have like specials and stuff. It's still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have all of it. Unlike we need it.
Yeah.
You can see
A
like
trade.
we'll take your money off your hands. No problem.
Oh, like fish.
So how many of you
Take
are
a
there?
fish too. That fish kind of.
1, 2, 3,
I
4,
thought it was delicious.
5 of you. Yeah. What's your business, Grung?
Now hold on. The
I'm
grung
a
is
sewer
cool.
inspector.
You know, for somebody who's pretty
I mean,
who's pretty judgmental about the attitude of these kids, you better curb that attitude of yours. This youngster saved my life.
It's true.
That's pretty amazing.
This,
He's a nice guy, through and through.
He's one of the good ones.
I can be good
I
with
will.
you. I'm nice with you if you're good.
I'm
with
just
me.
saying that the town's kind of on edge, and having even newcomers seems a little bit bizarre.
why is it
Like
on edge
worse?
so bad? What?
Well,
It's a rat.
Everybody's been investigated so far.
well,
Investigated.
Investigate.
Yeah,
who's,
some
For
things
what?
things have gone missing. People are seemingly stealing from one another. They're trying to catch the culprit.
You know, it's
Well,
gotta
if
really
it-
suck knowing that it was one of your own people, considering they're not letting outsiders in.
Yeah, maybe you guys didn't seem like a threat, or maybe nobody else has noticed yet, except us.
If it helps, we were investigated on our way in, so we are in the same boat as you.
Yeah.
Well, if you had started with that,
We tried.
It's honestly we just want to eat.
either way, it's all water under the bridge now.
10 silver. Plates and drinks for each of you.
I slapped
Ew.
down 10 silver.
Okay?
Are we forgetting Dean should get him something?
It's just left
He'll
it.
be fine.
He's got fish.
I can just imagine,
Still
like,
fish in the wagon.
That's a good point. I like that fish. He must love that.
the only thing I can imagine, like, Todd doing with Dean back there is just, like, putting down 2 bowls. One with, like,
Probably the
slop
best
food
thing.
and one with water and being like, you'll be fine, and close the door.
And then just Dean being fishing, he probably makes the best fish and chips ever. And shut back out. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
You guys come out and he's just, like, making all these friends. I told you not to leave
I'm
the van.
I'm just gonna say that you assuming that Todd would even put anything in the bowl.
I know.
Is
Yeah.
a pretty big stretch.
I know.
That's a real big stretch right there.
Mm.
Like bowls, I need those to eat.
You know,
Yeah.
after he pours us a mug, and, you know, we're sitting there talking. I'm like, so the town's been in a lot of troubles recently, and no newcomers in, newcomers out. When did all this start, mate?
They just thought it was some overnight shit. They just thought that maybe some of those vipers were coming in at night, just kind of sneaking by, the guards. Maybe they just planned it all out. Them with the goblins and stuff. And then it started becoming a little bit more frequent. So they started shutting it down, but not telling anybody. And it still kept happening. So then people knew that we were on a bit more of alert. Something was going on.
Yeah, that's
And then
that's
obviously,
honestly a bit scary, you know?
The guard said you had a rat problem too. Man, this compounds.
There has been a couple of found rats with subjected items, but not just our stuff, but sashes of the vipers. We don't know if they're working together, or they're in some kind of tribal fight, or...
Don't vipers eat rats?
I don't... Ha. Well, let me tell you, those rats can chew through a ton of steel.
I haven't seen him do that yet. But
Where do these vipers and rats even come from? I mean, I know the vipers are from Fox Hollow, but how'd they end up here?
We don't know. We just... they would be hiding, like, within crates. What a place to try to fuck around. We're creating... We're making soldiers. And towns guard. Why come here?
Yeah, you guys are fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
And then these fucking out-of-townies come in and fuck up all the progress you're making.
can I do it? It's a check or something.
They haven't seemed to make much progress. Or at least we don't think. But... just mind yourselves while you're here. I think
Absolutely,
some
mate.
people may not take too kindly to some people who just appeared in town.
Absolutely,
Be
mate.
prepared to be
You're
questioned.
looking out for us.
I'm just saying.
We understand. You just want what's best for the town.
People are on edge.
Yeah, I would be too. Town's on lockdown. You've got one gang of assholes from Fox Hollow and a bunch of ravenous people-eating rats.
They only actually took a few chomps out of some of our soldiers.
I mean, you know.
Nobody
When did this, when
died.
did this start?
Chomps?
Yes, they nibbled. You know, they nibble,
No,
they bite.
hold on. A chomp is
Wait,
different
how-
from a nibble.
Like they jumped out of the night and chopped them, or did they take parts when they're sleeping? What the hell are you talking about?
No, when we found them, it was usually during the night. They'd be just sneaking around, stealing things from people, especially from the smith and armory.
Okay, so I guess that's where we gotta go next to try and find some rats. Like I said, a lot.
Just be careful. The people, like I said, may not be too kind to you. And
I mean, is it okay
Well,
for us
that's
to kill the
fine,
rats? Is that what?
We'll try
Okay.
and
Of course.
be kind to them even when they're unkind to us.
Of
Hey,
course.
weird question. How's your sewers?
sewers. We don't have access to the sewers here.
But you have sewers?
The
You
sewers.
just throw your piss in the streets? That's gross.
No. Like they're small drains, but there's no like grates to get into it.
That you know of.
Except for one.
I think we should probably investigate either the armor or the forge first.
It's the
That's
same
where
building.
they're-
It's like the same building.
Okay, we should check the armor first. Because if that's
I know.
I'm gonna ask the barkeep one more question before I go to eating my meal, like in actual earnest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking one more question. So everybody's had something going, right? What they take from you?
They didn't take things from everybody. It's just that some people were having problems with them. It's mostly the armory. Some people were getting pickpocketed in the street. Some people were getting stuff taken out of their housing. And some of their tents were ravished. Some of their meals were missing.
Okay, that's it. I've heard enough. I just kind of stand up a little bit, cock my gun. Are any of you guys rats in disguise right now?
Bro, you can't just ask somebody if they're a rat. That's racist.
You see a few of them like look at each other and it's just like, this guy did snitch on me about cheating on a test. Guess you call
I don't
that
care
a fucking
anything
rat.
about that.
Wrong kind of rat.
And that guy's just
Okay.
like, I didn't
You guys
fucking
passed the rat
cheat, man.
Okay, I'm good. I'm convinced. They convinced me. They're convincing.
Not too bad. Not too shabby. I like it.
Yeah, you guys are able to sit around here, and it's a hearty meal. It's very filling. The ale here is really good, and it's very good quality. There's nothing short of quality here. It's a nice fulfilling town.
Except for
they're
the
not,
rat.
they're not really short on food.
It doesn't seem that way, no.
You're doing pretty alright.
Appreciate the meal, Nick. I'll get it next time.
Not a problem, mate. Not a problem.
This is actually pretty good.
And after we're all done eating, I'm gonna look at the others and say, and like in a hushed tone so the others can't hear me. Like the other patrons is just the 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems, and this is just me speaking from some night knowledge here. It seems these rats are either hired by the Vipers, or more likely trying to stage some sort of attack. If all they're really hitting is armor and weapons, that says to me, trying to build up to something bigger.
I think you're right. 'Cause when I was in Grunktown, they were getting kobolds to poison their weapons from us. Or at least trying to.
The rats were?
Yes. That's how I got kicked out.
Sus and sus indeed.
Sewers infested with rats, what I hear.
Yeah. They're getting bold. So if they're doing that and getting closer to my town, and now they're coming up here, that's a lot more bigger than I thought it was going to be.
That's a lot to take in. Because who knows how. I wonder how bad of an infestation. Is it proper to call it? Because I mean they're sentient at least. But if we're just gonna be calling them, that's a little awkward.
They're my mortal enemies. I don't think I'm fine with that.
Fair enough.
Well, I suppose it's on to Forge then.
Do you think they're... Well, I guess now in the middle of the night... We have to be careful, because people will think we're the ones trying to rob shit.
Yeah,
Nighttime,
so
it's probably closed.
while you guys are spending some time here eating, you can see that a couple of the patrons here like come up to the long table that you are all sitting at, and one of them kind of like scoots himself in the middle between Gertrude and Grommet here, and two of them like stand on either side of the long table of all of you, and they're just like, "Hey, how's it going? Haven't seen you guys before."
Pretty good, mate. Pretty good,
Yeah.
actually.
Hey.
I am
We got
making
the
sure I
ones
am not going
over.
to get pickpocketed right now.
It doesn't seem like any of them are pickpocketing you guys at all.
On these guys?
His hands, he just has his hands on the...
Yeah, he just kind of like squeezed himself into you guys. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Can I roll insight on these on the guy who's closest to me?
Sure, go for it.
I'll do insight on the other guy, just in case.
And he's just like, "Hey, Balav, another drink, just for these boys here. Come on."
Fucking rude. I'm the only one who's been nice. 14?
He's pretty scummy. He's at least a little bit,
bitch, I knew it.
little bit scummy.
I got 13.
Yeah, you can also tell he's scummy. And just like, "Hey, so where you guys all come from? Just Just
Up the road, you know.
love me some culture, you know. It's always good.
Apologies, young man, but these kids are ones that I'm trying to, bring up right in the world, and I've taught them not to talk to strangers. And
I'm no
she
stranger.
gives him like a look up, and is like, "You're pretty strange looking."
You give him like a good look over, and you can see like he's missing he's completely missing one eyebrow.
Oh yeah.
I don't get that much. I like culture. What's up, man?
Yeah.
That's what I promise.
He goes to like put his arm around you, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I can't really go touching your kind. What are you doing up here, anyways? Like, you gonna go and start poking around at some of our citizens?"
We're minding our business. You should go do the same.
I don't know.
No, I'm the route inspector. I'm gonna figure out who the bastards are here, and all that.
I guess keep your friends close, and your enemies closer. You can see like their drinks come, and they just like grab their mugs and just like back off of you guys.
Why would we be enemies?
Cozy.
I
think it's the out of towner problem again.
Sneaky.
Oh, it seems these guys are all racists.
Very xenophobic. But that's what
Yeah, did you hear the way he said grung with a hard G? I mean, so like a dude knows acid splash.
Why are you saying that? Like, that's what we are. Grunge or anything? Is that like a slur?
It's the intonation, you know, the way he says it with a hard G.
I have noticed some people being particularly rude to the grungs.
I mean, yeah, sure, they've got poison skin, no offense, but, you know, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Well, I know nothing about the grung species until I met
You know what that is? That's a hard boundary is what that is. That is a boundary you are obligated to respect.
Yeah, that's just hard personal space there.
Maybe I should get some clothes and gloves and stuff so people can actually touch. And I can touch stuff. And not possibly kill people.
That's your choice.
Anthrax is just gonna.
Your body.
Anthrax is just gonna pet Gromit on the head.
He's a ghost, so it's fine.
I got a hat on still, don't I?
That's
Yep.
Cowboy hat?
Yeah, you have a big
Yeah,
cowboy
that's
hat.
ghost privilege.
You just got that?
I can still
Okay.
Could you just warn me before you do it? That's fucking weird.
So are we gonna go?
I do as I please.
Yep, that's Anthrax. I wasn't sure before, and now it's confirmed. No doubt, no doubt.
Let's go to this
Him.
board real quick. See if we can drum up any leads. See what's been taken from him.
What's Nasty Eyebrowed Man doing right now?
He actually has
Where did he go?
He actually has a name, but he went to go
I
sit.
don't give a shit what his name is.
He will die nameless and be buried in an unmarked grave.
Him and his two other friends are sitting back at a table.
Are they looking at us?
They
Are
constantly.
plotting?
They sometimes look over their shoulders at you guys, but it seems like they're
Cool.
passing. It seems like they're passing jokes.
Oh, like a bunch of fucking assholes. God, how petty do I want to be right now?
Before we leave, I'm gonna get another beer, and actually another two beers,
2 years? Oh.
another 2 beers, and I'm gonna set them down by these guys as be like, oi, ice a beer.
Actual
Here's
beers.
one for me.
Wow.
They kind of like look at it and they're like, "What? You think I can't afford my own drinks?"
No, you bought for me, I bought for you. That's how mates work.
You're not getting by on your looks, that's for sure.
No, I don't have looks.
Wait, is this saying that he thought that we couldn't afford our drinks?
Yep.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
that's cool.
technically he's true. I'm broke as hell.
Same.
I mean, I never got to buy stuff, so
I mean, I'm rocking a whole 14 gold right now, so.
I'm richer than you, apparently.
Yeah. Started off with 50, and I've slowly been whittling down silver.
Who am I sitting beside?
You're kind of just like in the row of people, so you're sitting beside Gertrude and the rest of your group here.
Okay, I take out a coin and I look at it like, Gertrude, what color is this? And it's a gold coin.
Oh honey, that's gold.
And this one?
Expensive coin. Don't brandish that. Put that away now.
Okay. So these ones are gold. Is that a lot?
This gentleman like looks
mate,
back over to
That's a lot.
he like looks back over to Mixo and he's just like, "Thanks, bub. We'll I guess we'll enjoy these. No, thanks."
Yeah. Thank you for the first round. And I go back to my seat.
You can see that like he pushes the 2 beers to like his other friends and doesn't drink the drinks you gave him.
That's fine.
I kind of lean over to Mixo, I mean, Mr. Bituminous, and I say, I kind of whisper to him, "Hey, look, yesterday I tried that. It didn't work out so well. Or, no, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Yeah. I tried being nice. Doesn't seem to work out very well for these types."
And I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder, and like I like to imagine I'm smiling, but I don't have a face. So I'm like, look, mate, the way it works is this: they can reject my kindness all they want, and that just makes them the arsehole. And then when they get uppity, I'm justified in anything I do. Make sense?
Just in this moment, you can see that the door of the bar flings open, and the lanterns from outside you can see shine like the light on these 2 taller individuals. As they come in, you can see that they have these large strapping spears on their back as they just pronounce themselves in. "Hey, we're looking for Joey and all your little friends over there." You can see that the table that you've been talking to, they all stand up and they're just like, "Come with us. You're in for questioning."
Ooh, somebody's in trouble.
So they all look over at you guys and they're just like, "Well, you'll be next.
I blow him a kiss.
This ain't the last you gonna see of one-eyebrow Joey." As he walks away.
Wait. Do you call
His name is
someone-
One-Eyebrow Joey. Oh man, that's so funny. I wonder if he had that name before or to the fire.
I thought you said we were supposed to be nice to them.
Look, I can't help it. It's just too fucking funny.
Look, let's be real. His mom named him One Eyebrow Joey as she shaved the one eyebrow.
And he's just had to keep it shaved his whole
Ever
life.
since.
It was just a hard wax from birth. It wasn't even just a shave.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Does his sister also have one eyebrow, or like?
Just got the other one.
Here?
Just got the other side.
One-Eyebrow Joey and One-Eyebrow Jane.
So as
Right,
they,
Joey, a
They
left
even,
brow Jane.
they even call it Other Eyebrow Jane.
Eyebrow Jane.
so they all
That's
get
the
up.
last we saw of One Eyebrow Joey.
They all I literally have like even the event that happened to like why it happened. So anyways,
Nice.
so he gets up out of the bar, with like the group of his friends, and they just leave the drinks, and they go off with these two individuals and leave the bar. There's a few other elves, there's a few other like humanoids, but it doesn't seem like these other people are like causing any mischief or anything.
They're not really interested in us. They've got food and booze. They don't care.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Do
well,
you guys
I'm
want to
full.
go off to the forge?
Absolutely.
Let's do.
I guess-
if they're
Big
Doing stuff.
question for you guys. Do we inform the barkeep of where we're going so we have a proper alibi and we have someone we can effectively contact and say, hey, look, we let people know we were here?
That's a good idea. So at least on
That's a
passing
strong
the way out.
assumption that the bartender is trustworthy. And that the bartender isn't going to set us up.
This is just me. Like, until the guards actually try to arrest us, we're more or less cleared. Like, the guards in town know they've never seen us before, so they know that we were let in.
Mm-hmm. We were specifically let in by the guards. If anyone can sort of, kind of, maybe be okay with our being here, it's them. They've already investigated us.
Yeah, just tell them to go talk to Captain Elo and Owen.
Yep.
Except for the one eyebrow ugly stick that just left the building. They definitely don't have a reason to set us up or blame us for anything bad that could happen in town.
All we need to do is to exonerate ourselves, is be like, hey, have you ever met us before?
That's what
Have you
makes
ever
us
seen
less
us?
trustworthy.
Have you ever seen us before today?
That makes us less trustworthy.
Do any of us
No.
look
This
like
town
rats?
has been on lockdown for like a few weeks.
No.
Nobody in, nobody out.
It's like a few
Right,
days.
but they were
yeah.
still
Few days.
they were still hesitant.
Nobody in,
of us.
nobody out.
Mm-hmm.
So then why did they let us in if they were on such severe lockdown? Like, the lockdown could not have been that good.
Because we're that trustworthy.
Big is this town? I mean,
That's a big jump in logic.
Like, look at it like this. Look at it like this. We weren't around. The town guard had never seen us before today. So they know for a fact it cannot possibly be us causing the problems.
Yes.
Like, we specifically can't have been stealing shit if they've never met us.
Or they've never caught you.
Exactly.
No. Like we would have to pass by these guards eventually. The gate guards.
we heard it
Would've
was so damn
had
easy
to
to
see
steal
us.
shit from here that we decided
True.
to come.
Alex, is this whole town surrounded by the gate?
Yeah, like there's walls all the way around except for two gates, one to the north and one to the east.
Okay. My danger senses are still going off. I am assured for now that my danger senses are still going off.
So
And I
are
think that
we
we
going
should still
to
be wary.
Are we gonna go to the forge? Do you guys want to call it tonight?
I am
I
down
see.
for either.
I say we go.
Well, as you guys leave the Hungry Fist bar, you can see that the barracks again has like these tunnel ways that lead inside the barracks, and you can still hear lots of like clangs of weapons against one another, and you can hear like lots of people yelling, almost like combat is going on. As you guys can see that there's like look across town, you can see from here to the northeast, like the smith and armor place, there is no fumes coming out of the top of it at this time.
They're probably not out.
Well, they're not there. But we can scout around and see if anybody's stealing shit.
Or he's testing his weapons right now instead of forging.
Well, let's just at least walk up and knock on the door.
Might as well. What do we have left to lose?
Oh, God. Famous last words.
Okay.
Quite a few things we can lose.
Our lives.
Well, I mean, what do you guys have left to lose?
Well, as you guys
Our lives.
Yeah.
So as
Being
you guys
alive is kind of nice.
leave the Hungry Fist bar and go past like the nicer the one nicer building to the north that almost looks like a post, and you can see that One-Eyed Joey and his like little group of people are being funneled into the building with the two taller people like escorting them in. As they see you leaving the bar, you can see them just like look back at you guys before entering in. But just to the east of that, you guys make your way over to the armory and go to knock on the door. But you can see it's like this big steel door that seems like it could have been made here. And just nobody seems to answer. There's no lights on. There's no activity at all.
That's fair. He's probably sleeping. It's probably like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
God,
Oh, jeez.
why don't you have?
I am a step ahead of you. Dad, go check it out. Give it a little look-see here. And
Do we really
Anthrax-
want to do we really want to break and enter in a town that's really paranoid about theft right now?
No, that's why we're sending the ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gus just gonna check out if everybody's okay.
Yeah, so it's
Yep.
just
Check
5
see if
people sitting in front of a
everybody's
closed place.
Can he? Does it say like he can go through everything as well?
You can
Yeah,
go through
you
walls
can
perfectly
see
fine. So long as he doesn't end his turn inside of an object,
Okay.
he's good to go.
Yep. You send your spectral being inside the wall here, and you can see that it's just pitch black. You can see that all the lights are off. There's just like these simple mundane weapons and bits of armor, and just it seems like there's no activity within the building.
The whole building.
Of
Nobody
the armory?
bedrooms?
Yes. Is there any what?
Are there any bedrooms? Any like subdivisions?
Inside
Subdivision?
Subdivision.
Yeah.
there's like there
I don't know how else to explain it.
Is there a roundabout?
No. There's the shop, and is there anything like bedrooms, back rooms?
so as he goes further in, then he can see that there are like a few back rooms just for like holding other specific items, and he can see that there's 2 older dwarfs sharing a bed, a woman and a man,
Aw.
just asleep.
Aw.
The door.
The couples that forge together stay together.
Well, we can wait until the morning.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let's go to the barracks, see what's going on there. Or we could return to our carriage and rest up for the night. Wait till the morning.
We should probably rest up. The people in the town don't super trust us right now, and it's a little skulky to be walking around businesses at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, valid point.
Yeah.
We should all be in our places with bright shining faces.
Ugh.
Like on the way out, Anthrax just kind of like looks for any pictures and stuff that are like framed or whatever, like tilt them like 2 inches over.
Oh, you motherfucker.
just to super subtly mess with people. Just very, very slight tilt.
Yeah, I always
Just-
wonder how come they tell
And then
us.
she goes and go, the rest did it.
just the most subtle, like, oh, here's this nice picture hanging. Let me just
I could just imagine how
really, like, just skew it just enough that someone walks by and is like, oh, annoying, oh, geez.
Something's not right here.
I could just see how this all goes
just
down.
enough.
You guys just find some like rat droppings, keep them, and then plant them. It's just like, that was the rat. That was the rat.
That sounds like a great plan and all until
You know, I think
realize
it's
you're
like
carrying
good
around
dwarfs.
rat
It's just like
droppings.
you just like
Exactly.
it's
You know,
just someone
It's
who
like
has like
carrying a dog turd in your bag. Like,
Yeah.
You just
don't
wrap it in a
have to put
napkin.
between any part of your plan. You just look really weird.
You just wrap it in a napkin. It'll be fun.
Just
Look,
memorize
the-
where it's at and go back and get it later.
The only way that would ever be worth it would be to, do the classic, put it in a little brown bag, light it on fire, leave it on someone's doorstep, ding dong ditch.
But again, you have to acquire the food.
You have to acquire the
Like,
rat droppings.
you
I
have to
know.
acquire and hold onto it. Like,
Do you know what actually the best part about that is with the ghost? You don't have the ding dong ditch. You just ding dong and wait.
Yeah, exactly.
You just
You could stand right there and just
boom.
enjoy
And then
the
just-
moment in 4K.
And then say ditch, and then leave.
Just enjoy the moment in 4K.
Well, alright, guys. I have to get up in like 6 hours
gross.
and start moving my parents out of the house.
Gotcha.
Which
Fair
is-
enough. So
Out.
if we can find an inn and just sleep, we'll just say that's where we call it for the night.
I'll just end it right there, where you guys are on the outside of the armory. Honestly, because like you guys are either gonna sleep in your
Just left.
you guys are either gonna sleep in your
Left a mild inconvenience in his wake.